Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm Nick, and with me today, via Zoom, we have Nick Gervais, owner of My Monthly Cigars, and fucking good coffee. How the hell are you doing, Nick?
Doing good, saving the day, doing my good deed.
You are. So, guys, I know in the last episode I said that I would have somebody on as an expert about the FDA ruling and everything like that.
That's me.
Yes, exactly.
Nope.
Actually, that got pushed to Tuesday. So next week is what I'm going to call FDA Can Suck It Week, and we're going to have Frank Herrera, who's a attorney, and we've had him on the show a couple times before, and he's been working for a number of cigar companies, helping them get through the FDA process and everything like that. And so he's going to come on and talk all about this ruling with us on Tuesday. And then on Friday, we will have Drew Newman, who is with JC Newman, and Drew he's also an attorney, but he's been not only working on behalf of his family company, fighting this FDA over-regulation, but also I want to talk to him about kind of things on the manufacturer side and how this impacts them. So next week, it's going to be all FDA Can Suck It all the time. But today you
can just suck it. That's all.
Yeah, today's just gonna suck. No, today we're gonna find out what's in the August My Monthly Cigars box.
Show you with the box. What was in the box? What's in the box?
So I've got my handy.
Got your box here. You got my box.
I got your box.
My box. Yeah. A lot of people get my box.
Took the bag off it.
You'll be happy to see there is an insert this month.
Over to seal of freshness. Oh, there is. You didn't do the little QR code this time?
You do. Yeah, you do. No, it's on the insert.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah, well, you had the sticker in the box last time, and that's kind of what I was going with. But never mind. You're right.
Everything I say is correct today because I am
that's true.
Here saving the day.
You are. You're giving me somebody to talk to. That's true.
I love it. I sent you the Mighty Mouse gift today.
Yeah, you sent me Mighty Mouse.
Here it comes.
I was like, well, all right then. Well,
yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So first up in the box, I'm going to go ahead and break the seal on my bag here. Oh yeah. That way I can actually see the cigars. You know.
How do you open it? Like with your finger? You just like kind of put that in. What do you do? How do you open it? Like after you tear it off?
I just kind of pop it open.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just kind of go in at it. Yeah,
just a little something for the listening audience.
Ease a finger, and then ease a second finger, and then kind of use your thumb a little bit.
If you use your thumb, you're going to damage something.
Or you're making it much, much better if you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Anyway, so first up, we have the. Let's see if the camera can get that. Rocky Patel Edge 20th anniversary. It is a 5.5 by 50 Robusto featuring an Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan and Honduran binder, and Nicaraguan and Honduran filler. So that's a good one. And then we have, what is this? Oh, I'm pulling them out in order here. This is even cooler. We have the HC Series Blues Barber Pole.
Blue.
It is a blue.
It's blue.
Now look, this says it's a Torpedo 6x50, but this looks like a Toro.
Nope, Torpedo is the last one.
Well, I'm literally no, dude. I'm looking.
I know you're reading. I'm reading it right here too. It's
okay.
It'll be corrected. Asshole.
All right. Sorry. Anyway, it's got a Connecticut and Maduro barber pole wrapper with Nicaraguan binder and Nicaraguan filler. Next up,
I'm supposed to be working on the weekly cut right now. That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule,
whatever. See,
to do this.
Spelling shit wrong.
So next up, we have the Diesel Whiskey Row Founders Collection. It is a box grail, which is a Toro's 6x52 Toro, featuring a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler. And then finally, we have the torpedo. We have the Nestor Reserve Maduro. It is a 6x54 torpedo with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. Nice little package you put together there.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a little medium to full this month.
Yeah.
A little bit more than usual. Not that much of a huge variety, but I think I make up for it with that barber pole. That's a nice little combination of the Connecticut and the Maduro wrapper. You can definitely tell it's a lighter one. That says medium. It's medium at the most.
You know, it's funny. I actually, before you and I got going here, I was just finishing up a Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real, one of those twisted, their barber pole, and
little guy.
No, it was a Toro.
The bigger one.
So yeah, but
we had one in the box.
You did
a year ago, maybe. I think
I was gonna say I remembered it, and I was out at a cigar shop and I saw it, and I was like, you know what, that was nice. So
it is good. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
yeah. We had the short story in there. I think it was that was the size. Oh,
okay. So what do you feel like smoking tonight?
Well, today I smoked the Nestor in the barber pole already. So you choose between the Rocky and the Diesel. Now the Diesel we've had the Diesel in the box before. This is the Whiskey Row with the Rabbit Hole whiskey, although this is a Founders Collection. It's a special edition one that they put out. So it's definitely stronger than the other one. Cold draw is very good. You can definitely taste that. The Rabbit Hole, it does. Sorry, the Rabbit Hole whiskey. You don't taste the actual rabbit hole.
I would hope not.
No. And
carrots and poop.
Pucker up, baby. Yeah, and then it's definitely a medium to full. But that rabbit's hole fades as you smoke it for sure.
Okay.
And then the Rocky, the Edge, the 20th. That's a very good cigar. I really like this size. I've had this size, and I forget the size. It was a little bit bigger than this one, the next size up. But this one, to me, tasted 10 times better than the other size.
I'm leaning towards the Rocky. Just because I haven't had that
either
one.
No, you haven't had the Rocky yet?
I haven't had the Rocky yet. I haven't had it yet.
In
the Cigar Authority?
Yeah,
I'm in it. I just haven't smoked it yet.
That's the one I had, and I think that was a different size, and I didn't like it.
Really? But you like this one?
Oh, I love this one. Yeah, the flavor on this one's awesome, and the strength. So
all right, well, let's do that. I would say I'll do the same, and we'll get this going here. I got to get my picture.
Snap it up. I'm gonna have some spirits while we chat tonight.
Oh man,
need a little break.
Adding the booze.
Shit, I almost just cut.
Don't do that. Don't be premature.
Don't want to be a Travis.
I was gonna say you don't want to be premature with the cut.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't drive here today because you're driving everywhere now to go.
You son of a bitch.
Whatever, dude. Too far.
It's a little far. Ohio. It's a little far for me.
8 hours? That's nothing.
It's a little bit much.
Yeah, it's a little much. I hate it.
An hour and a half to Travis's places.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Kind of pushing it, So
no, I'd go an hour and a half for the food and everything too. So
yeah, well, dude, he gave me hot dogs the one time and then reheated ribs the second time. So I mean, so far, it's been all right, but like they have
ramen noodles next time.
There was the first time I went down there when they made those tacos on the Blackstone, and that was amazing. That was really good.
I talked to those guys about the Blackstone. I looked at one. I was at Costco today. Actually, remind me later. I have a really funny story about that. But when I was there today, they have it. They don't have the one I want. They have the size I want, but they don't have the side table that I really want. So L. But I think I could do without it. And I don't know. I need to pull the trigger soon. These things are awesome.
They love it.
Yeah, I know. They told me to get one right away. Okay. So
okay.
But yeah.
Let's
look.
You know what I want to do right away is I want to cut my cigar. And
no, you don't. You want to talk about Dan?
No. Well, yeah. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to cut my cigar, and that involves talking about Dan the Man Ponder over there at Riverman Cigar Company of Crestwood, Missouri. And guys, Dan the Man Ponder, he's got his annual party coming up on September 30th. It's the last Saturday of September. He's going to have live music. He's going to have cigar rollers on hand. It's going to be a good time. And you know, it normally is where I coincide with Pulpit Fest and kind of, you know, piggyback on it and everything. It's piggyback. It's piggyback. Well, that's anyway, but for those of you on YouTube, you got that. But anyway, you just totally threw me off.
Where were you?
Yeah, so
Piggybacking on scissors or something. I don't know what that was. Scissorback.
It's a good time. And so if you're in the St. Louis area, or you know, if you're interested in coming out for it, you'll enjoy it. He has that big humidor that you're going to want to check out. He's been getting in all kinds of great stuff from a variety of different companies, from PCA and other places that, you know, he'll have on stock or in stock and on hand. He just got in today. He just got in the shipment of cigars from Karen Berger Cigars. So he's now carrying the Karen Berger cigars. So there's all kinds of great stuff over there at Riverman Cigar Company. And if you're not in the St. Louis area and you don't think you're going to be anytime soon, he does do mail orders. So make sure you give him a call and they can get a shipment of cigars sent out to you right away. That's Riverman Cigar Company, Crestwood, Missouri. And with that, it's time to go ahead and cut the cigar.
All right. If you are in the St. Louis area, go by Dan's. I've been there. That humidor is loaded. He's got multiple. He's got the walk-in, and then he's got the cabinets.
There's the walk-in and all those cabinets, man. I mean,
he's got some good stuff.
I mean, last he and I talked about it, he's got over 700 facings in that place. So I mean,
that's awesome.
There is something for everybody.
Having that coverage is huge
for sure. I mean, sat out there in storms and you know, stayed dry and everything. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Anyway, so by the way, that's apparently the new drinking game. Is anytime I say anyway,
people get shit out. All right,
I know. Well, see, that's the whole thing. Is I guess so. It's one of those words that I use that I apparently just say when my brain is processing the next thing, and rather than have dead air, I just say something. Anyway. So I could say or whatever, but
you could say
apparently go anyway.
You could go anywho.
Did you make it through?
I made it. Okay. I mean, I was doing something else at the same time.
That's okay.
I had enough attention where I told you there was some really funny parts.
Right?
That got me. It was good. It was good. Exactly. It wasn't what I expected. It wasn't it was tolerable. Good job, Jerry.
Jerry Pulaski coming through. So anyway, cold draw time on the Rocky Patel Edge 20th anniversary. I'm going to cleanse my palate real quick with a little water because I have had a number of cigars today.
Not me. I've got I've had a couple, but I've got some maple cask bourbon going over here.
Oh, so you're fine.
So nice and clear.
So the cold draw is going to be maple
and bourbon. No, I for some reason I feel like I always say this, like it's like a cherry-ish, kind of a on the back end.
And like a bitter cherry, not like a sweet like maraschino.
No, not sweet at all.
Yeah, but like bitter, like a not even a pie filling cherry, because that's even got sugar to it. This is just like straight like
you know what? Let me bring up this flavor wheel. So I'm getting. So what would you call it? I'd call it fruit.
Yeah, I'd give you the cherry.
So fruit. There's the cherry. And you know, you get strawberry, blueberry.
And I'm debating between like either like earthy or almost musty. And like musty, you know, that sounds bad, but it's on the flavor wheel. It's one of the
I don't get musty. I almost get like I don't even know. I don't even know how to put it, but it's riveting right now. Let's just light it up.
I know. But anyway,
it smells good too. This is a strong cigar. He definitely put some oomph into this compared to
because
the original.
Well, good, because like I said, this is I've had multiple today, so I need something that's gonna bust through and
you
get the palate.
You'll get this. You'll get this one, and you would have gotten the diesel as well. Those two out of this box really fly through.
Okay,
as far as strength, in my opinion.
This actually worked out really well because I just got the box in the mail today. So, I mean, this all just kind of came together really last minute, but it worked out really well.
Here we go. My box comes right on time. Oh God, I didn't even plan it on that. Like saying it like that.
I mean, you know, we're running with the jokes, I guess. But
on time, every time.
man, I had like a little. You know how sometimes you just get that little ember that comes off the end there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it decided to hit me in the hand.
I nubbed a cigar last week and I burnt my tip of my finger and I just had that like bump for a day. So with that, when I get those, I go, fuck it. And I just rip it. I'm like, I can't have it there. I need it flat. I can't, it bothers me. I'll take the pain. I'll just bandage it up for a day and that's it.
Yep. No, that's what you got to do.
Whatever. Life
there was
goes
one
on,
time
man.
I burnt myself on a lighter and I was somewhere that had a CBD candle. I just took a little bit of the wax and kind of just rubbed that on it. And I'll tell you, that killed all the pain really, really quick.
CBD candle?
Yeah. So for what it's worth, it worked. Okay. And the next day, I mean, there was like no pain to it, nothing like that. So, I mean, I don't know. It worked. So.
Okay. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's great. CBD candles.
CBD
next
candles.
Sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll take all the sponsors I can get. But speaking of which, I'm sitting out on the patio here and enjoying the nice weather, courtesy of Thermacell. Thermacell. It keeps the bugs away. I don't have a Thermacell advertiser, but
I was gonna say no chance they're sponsoring this.
No,
I don't even know who they are, but they should sponsor. So people,
dude, that thing fucking works. Because here's the thing: I get chewed to hell.
Yeah.
And this thing, like, I had one of these last year, and it sucked because it took a butane insert, and like it had like a little pad that had the stuff on it, and you had to replace the pad and the butane insert. Well, those things only lasted like 4 hours, and I mean, you're a cigar guy, you know, you sit out for a while, and so I was buying a lot of refills for that thing. Then this year, I found out they have a USB powered version.
Nice.
And it has a little drop-in insert that has the stuff in it. Well, you can buy the drop-in inserts that last for like 36 hours. So, and they're cheap. It's like $18 for a refill.
How much?
Know, which like 18, but it lasts 36 hours. I've only gone through 2.
Get, like, okay.
All summer. Geez. Okay. So like that's the I've got like 4 because it came in a 4-pack. And I got the 4-pack on Amazon for like $55, I think. So I mean, like, I got a good deal on it, but
seems like a lot of money to spend to keep mosquitoes away or bugs away. But if you have them bad, if you got them bad,
and they chew the hell out of me. And I have a bottle of off like right here, but I haven't put any on, and I haven't been bit yet tonight that I'm aware of. So you know, so I'll take it. Whatever works.
Here comes the rain again here. Shit.
Comes the rain.
Here comes
rain.
I'm not even gonna think of words. I don't even want to think of words. This is what you brought me on for.
Yeah, this brought to you by Avo, making beautiful music together.
Oh God. Oh God.
Anyway,
no comment on that. That's a great segment.
Wonderful.
Said nobody. Just kidding. No, it worked. Actually, to be honest with you, at first I thought it was a shitty segment, and then what happens is it's something different, right? So people don't like change. They don't like something different, and they don't like it if they can't win or get it right away. And
dude, there's been like one that I've gotten right away.
I got I think I got 2,
maybe 1 or 2.
But the thing is, like, you find yourself trying, right? Like, you're in it. You're involved.
I try,
right?
I at least
That's
I'm engaged.
That's the point.
I try, right. But I'm also not like huge. Like, I'm horrible at like music trivia. So that is just in general a bad segment for me. I mean, like, I would not win that at all. But yep. Anyway, there's a drink. So now I'm conscious of it. You know, that's the problem. Now I'm conscious. You know, it was Mike Brinker who's been on the show a couple times now. And Brinker, he sent me a text and was like, I want to take a drink every time you say anyway. I'm like, you fucking blitzed out of your mind, but okay. Yeah, so
anyway.
Yeah, you did it now.
I did it for you, that on purpose.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to say it.
You were saving plus I wanted to drink. Just kidding.
So what's new in your world?
Nothing, man. Just
Well, this
Get
is riveting.
ready for right. This is amazing. It's nice talking to you. Have a great night. Hope you
Yeah,
enjoy the
hey.
cigar.
It's been a sermon for the cigar. No.
Actually, no. Like, I'm actually starting to get ready for September. There's a lot. We got the New England Cigar Expo. It's coming up, so I'll be traveling there.
Holy shit!
Right? Yeah. Did that get you?
That retro's got
right?
a little kick right off the bat there. I did it like nearly off the foot there.
It's way stronger than the
that's got
original
some
Edge.
kick to it. Yeah.
In my opinion, it is.
This is a Rocky Patel that knows somebody.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to right now. And then, of course, we've got, believe it or not, holiday season. And you know what's even crazy?
I know.
This morning, I saw Duncan had pumpkin stuff already out.
Yep. No,
And
I was
that
at the
made
grocery
me
store today and I saw pumpkin spice Cheerios on display.
Gross. And then
I normally buy new shit to try it, but like I draw the
I
line
wouldn't
at
buy pumpkin anything.
No, I'm not. I like pumpkin bread.
Except fucking good coffee, pumpkin flavor. I would buy that. I would buy that.
You dirty whore.
I would obviously buy that.
You're
Come
like,
on.
I'll cash in. What the fuck?
Yeah, do it. Hey, people drink it and they actually get it as soon as it's up. The last year I put it up, as soon as it's up, people are like, okay, cool, I'm in. I'm like, what?
Oh,
I don't get it. Hey, more power to you. I'm fine with it.
Yep.
I got no problems with it.
No, we're in, what is it? Apple spice, pumpkin spice, and there was one other thing, one other flavor that comes out about this time of year. I saw a meme about it earlier today. Anyway, I can't remember the last one, but yeah,
well, I saw that
apple spice,
right?
pumpkin spice season.
I saw the pumpkin stuff today. That made me kind of angry. I was like, geez, not yet. Then I went to Costco. They have Christmas stuff out already. They already have Christmas stuff out.
It's late August, man, or mid-August at this point.
Well,
I mean, kids are going back to school. It's time to start thinking about Christmas.
Well, what retailers? It's kind of I guess. I don't know. I don't you want to call it inside baseball. It's not inside baseball. It's probably boring to people, but the whole idea now with retailers is they're trying to lump all this together. That's why we're seeing it more, because otherwise they're sitting there. It costs them too much to do the turnover so quickly.
Yeah.
Back to school and then fall and then Halloween and then Thanksgiving and Christmas. So you're going to see it all in like one lump sum now every year.
Yeah. So then as Halloween goes away. And then as Halloween goes away, they just pull that product and scooch the Christmas stuff and expand the Christmas stuff. And
it's
I get it.
They'll do whatever they can just to basically shove it in our face. Like fall and school is always going to be together now. Holidays together is going to be moving forward. Like,
shit, man. It
Halloween
seems like
on.
School always starts like as soon as 4th of July is over.
Yep.
Like come the 5th of July, we're talking back to school.
Yep, it's because the merchandise sits on their books. The P&L's got things, and that's what they're trying to avoid. And be honest, in my opinion, it makes things. Wall Street drives that. The stocks look better because the finances look better. But so quick funny story today about Costco. I was
yeah.
And I had to take a picture. I'm such a shithead for taking a picture, but
oh no.
And I'm doing like the weird I'm just looking at this thing. You know what I mean? I'm checking out this thing. I'm not buying it. It's like I don't even know, fucking women's vitamins, and I'm taking pictures. And so I'm in the aisle, right?
They have a jumbo box of pads here. I didn't know that you could get pads for this many for this cheap. My God.
When you understand the foreshadowing that you're doing right now, you're gonna shit.
Oh God.
I'm standing in the aisle looking at my list, right? Making sure I got everything. God. So the warden back home is happy with my shopping, right? So all of a sudden I just hear a bunch of, I knew it was a bunch of boxes that fell. You could tell. I was like, oh crap. I turn around. It was some old lady on a rascal, a Jazzy.
Oh God.
Took a corner too fast, knocked down the display of pads.
Oh no. No, she didn't.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my God, I was dying. I'm like, you gotta be. I'm like, how did I not? I needed to catch this on camera. Somebody's got this somewhere. I took a picture.
Oh shit.
I was fucking.
The security camera got
that's
it.
That's what I wanted.
The employees.
Do you have your
phone?
Are you using it?
Yeah, it's right here. The employees are sitting there just laughing their ass off at the freaking video
this
of
lady, I saw her. She was buzzing around like she was on like playing Mario Kart in real
that. Oh
life.
fuck, man! There's like 5
Look at all
people
those.
there.
Yeah, but she was with her granddaughter apparently.
Is
So
she
that
the
was
one in the, like,
embarrassing.
pink stripes there?
Mm-hmm. Dude,
Oh my
she
God, you're
goes,
right. Giant display of always pads.
look at that. It was so big. It was probably like 8 feet tall.
Oh
The
my
display,
God, and
7 feet
the
tall.
pads are everywhere.
Everywhere. It was
They're
fucking
freaking
hilarious.
everywhere. Here, let's see if
If
I
it
can,
was like
I don't
boxes
know if
of
this will show
Yeah.
on the video. Yeah, there
I
you
don't
go.
know
For
either.
those of you on the YouTube, that's the picture right there.
If
It's
it was
the
boxes of
camera's trying to
like
focus on my face, but
crackers, if it was like
yeah.
boxes of crackers, it wouldn't have been funny. But when I
Oh
saw it was the
no,
pads, I was dying.
she plowed into the pads. Oh
She
shit,
took
that's
that
funny.
corner at like 60 miles an hour, and it was crazy. And then I hear her go, "Oh, it's my first time out in a year since rehab." I'm like, bullshit. You're fucking driving that thing around Costco like you own the place, doing like 65. She's on
She's
two wheels.
She's a fucking Earnhardt, driving
Mhm.
a rascal.
Oh my God. I was like, you're
Did
crazy.
she have
Then,
it looked like she had crutches in the front, like basket. Okay, all right.
But then it was a young male employee. And I shit you not when he says, "You didn't need any of these, did you, ma'am?"
Oh shit.
She's kind of like, no.
No.
It's like, oh, no, you haven't needed those in a while, lady. I'm
I
sure.
was like,
All right, scratch that record.
the saloon's dry, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I wasn't
Anyway.
doing that. You were doing that. Woo. I think you just said anyway. So
I did. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good job.
But yeah, oh
keeping
my
track.
God, how funny was that? I mean,
You got the bottle there, right? You're gonna need it if you're doing that.
It's a big one. Big one.
Okay.
Shout out to Gervais, which is a winery about an hour south of me. It's in Canton.
No
And it's
relation,
actually,
right?
No, but people look at like my credit card and stuff when I go down there and buy stuff, and they're like, I'm like cousins, just cousins, like because it's only like two
Nice.
letters that are switched. But yeah, they do bourbons. They have a little cigar, like they have a little like what's it called? The Crush House, maybe? I forget. Yeah, I think it's the Crush House. I'm not sure though. But they have like a little humidor with all a
Yeah.
couple of staples in there, and then they got a heated patio with a TV outside. So
Well, that's nice.
they got hotel rooms there, and it's super super nice. It's really
Neat.
really nice, and they just built a spa and everything. So shout out Gervais,
Ooh, spa.
Canton, Ohio.
I do need a
it's nice.
pedicure in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
I should have done that today.
Why don't you hold that up and show us?
No, nobody needs to see that.
Joking.
Nobody needs to see that. That and the angle. I mean, I'm wearing long pants, but let's be real. It's gonna be a big taint shot for me to get my foot up in the camera view. Nobody needs that.
I won't Photoshop that.
Nobody. Yeah, I know, right? That'll live in infamy.
That
forever.
one will be on purpose, not the other one. That was accidental. Wanker.
Yeah, that's right.
That was accidental. Sorry about that.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that was my morning.
Okay.
That spending $1 million as always. Lay the counter. I do the same dad joke every time. It's like, did you find everything? I'm like, not my wallet. Like,
Oh my gosh.
You want to pay for it?
So there's a Costco around here. The problem is I'm just one guy. So like, obviously I don't need to be buying in bulk. I mean, the only thing remotely I would consider buying in bulk is like toilet paper and paper towels.
And we get it every time. Like just even if we don't need it, just grab it, because then
you never know when there's going to be another freaking run on toilet paper.
Yeah, and you never know, in my house, between me and my son, when we're gonna be on a run of something else where we need it. So
traveling down the Hershey Highway, huh?
We
had Indian for dinner the other night. We need all the supply we can get.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Yeah. That's on you. Yeah, but no, I don't, that would be the only thing I'd be buying in bulk. And realistically, I don't have space for, all that. But, so I'm not
say
really
that. Do you do like Sam's? No? Any of the clubs? No. See, I think you'd be surprised of the things that you would go in there and probably get. Like,
there's all kinds of shit that I want to go in there and get. Like,
but in bulk, and you would be like, okay, I could do this. Like any kind of like snack stuff, whether it's like, do you eat chips or like Doritos or popcorn or anything?
Look at me.
I mean, I know.
Look
You
at
might
me.
eat something else. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I'm sitting around freaking eating carrot sticks all fucking day.
Well, then
yes,
perfect. They got little baby carrot bags that you can buy in bulk. Go ahead, step right up. They got plenty of those.
No,
Right,
I know. They've got a lot of shit. I've looked at it and I'm like, I'd like to buy, an 8-pound bucket of, chocolate pudding, but I don't need it,
Yeah, like today I was like,
So-
I'm like, do we have pasta at home? I'm like, I'm gonna get some. They didn't have like the normal stuff I get. I was like, oh, I'll get some spaghetti too. Like I just like, I'm not buying it. Literally, it was 8 pounds of spaghetti. I'm not fucking buying 8 pounds of spaghetti to last
Why
me
not?
a year. I had some pasta at home, and then I don't
Pasta
want all
saves.
spaghetti.
Oh,
I don't want all 8 pounds of it.
it
Yeah.
saves.
I mix up. No, it does, but I mix up my pastas. I like my different sizes.
I like the
So,
tubes.
the
I like the
rigatonis and
the
penne.
masticholis and the penne, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I tend to go. It's easier to stab.
You
The
just like
spaghetti,
putting them on the fork.
you gotta twirl. Yeah, I
Show
can
me how you
shovel-
put it on the
I
fork.
can
Show me how you
shovel it
put the.
better. You do
No.
that with
Show
the-
me like the rigatoni hole in the fork. Like show me what it looks like when you
Oh,
pick
see,
them up.
I don't do that. I just stab it. I know what you're getting at.
You don't
want-
scoop it up like that.
You already watched me scissor. You want me to do this one now?
Yeah, I was trying to get you to do it.
I
but
get
that's
it.
all right. Trying to get an old screenshot.
I get it. I get it.
Need that content. Need clicks.
Well, go back and watch. You may have seen me just do it while you were looking away from the screen. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, maybe.
Fuck no, I have to watch this piece of shit.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, I was on that show. I don't want to freaking watch it. Damn it.
That's all right. That works.
I was actually going back and listening to the Smoking Butt show that I was on Wednesday earlier today, and I was telling those guys that I actually called Dave, and I'm like, you guys do these ratings for the rubs and the sauces, and they actually rate it, whereas like on this show, we smoke a cigar, we talk about it, we say if we like it or not, whatever, and all that, but we don't really give a numerical score to it. So there's not really a way for me to keep track of like, official Pulpit ratings for these cigars or anything. But I told him, I said, you guys are doing this for the products, for the sausage and the rubs. And, I'm like, you guys really should be keeping a database and putting that out there for your listeners to reference and say, oh, you know what? The guys on the show, they really rated this highly. We ought to try, seek this out and try it. And he agreed. But there was, well, I mean, they'll do it at some point.
That's like if like when I tried to like, this year I am gonna write down every cigar I have in this book, and I'm well,
that's just outrageous. Let's be real. I mean,
okay.
Have you been doing it?
No.
Okay, see, that's my point.
I don't even think I put one in.
That's the thing. That's just outrageous.
I smoked too many to do this.
Dude, I have these journals that people. I've had some people gift me some really nice cigar journals, and I appreciate it greatly. And I always and early on I was like, it'd be neat to have a record of, these cigars with the bands pasted in the book and all this kind of shit. Dude, I don't have time for that. I don't have the time or the energy for that.
Yeah, I'll give a quick shout out. If people are looking for one, look at 33 Books. It's called 33 Books is the name of the company. I think. Yeah, 33 Books. They have like little tasting books for everything. Donuts, whiskeys.
I know one guy that could use one for donuts.
Dude, it's freaking awesome. It's really cool. Barbecue sauces, like stuff like that. So those guys might be able to do that. And then they're like probably like $6 a piece, but they're really cool. They're probably like this big and pocket size. It's great.
That's nice.
They have one for cigars too, and they have a flavor wheel on it and stuff. It's not as intense as
that's the thing. I've seen. I have some that are really nice, but it's one of those things that I just know I'm not gonna take the time to do it, and so it's just kind of.
I'm with you.
Whatever.
It is. It's a fucking task. It is. School.
I mean, hell, half the time I'm lucky if I take a picture of the cigar I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Much less actually sit and take notes and do that. I mean, that's the thing. You and I are doing this tasting panel thing for the Cigar Authority, and
imagine doing that every cigar.
Dude, I've done one. I've done the first one of the two of the second one, And I actually did take notes while smoking that one.
Oh, you did? I did.
Yeah, just so that I would kind of like, have a baseline of thought going into the actual one that I was smoking and reviewing.
Yeah.
And dude, it's work. It's legit work.
Yeah, I can do it. I imagine doing it every cigar that you smoke.
Oh, dude, if I had to do that
smaller
with
scale, but
if I had to do that with every cigar that I smoked, it would take a lot of the fun out of it.
I mean, if you're a blender, you're a brand owner, you want to do that with yourself.
Yeah, you want to do that because that's your bread and butter. That's your business, but you have to do that. But as a consumer who's just wanting to sit and relax, if I have to have a pad and paper with me at all times to, and a pen to like constantly be writing notes, I mean, yeah, that would get old real quick.
Yeah, could you imagine someone who owns a newspaper having a pad, a pen, and some paper?
Yeah, I do that enough. I don't want to freaking do it when I'm like, smoking a cigar. Yeah. That's the whole point. So,
yeah, that'll be good. So we should be doing that show soon.
Take a drink. I just said it. So, yeah, we should be doing that soon because we're gonna have to get that review in for the guys.
It's what is it? What's today? 17th?
Oh, today. Yeah, I mean we got a little time. So
we got time. Yeah, this one definitely is better than the last one I had for sure.
I was just looking at the calendar though, and it's like, holy crap. I mean, like
this month's flying.
Dude, like every freaking weekend between now and the end of September for me practically is booked up. I mean, I've got shit constantly coming up. And one of which, just as a little plug for those of you who need to remember, Pulpit Fest is coming up September 22nd and 23rd. It's a Friday and Saturday, and it's going to be a fun time. Nice casual little trip all around St. Louis, hitting up some cigar places and hanging out and just, having a good time.
Are you renting the party bus still?
No, there's no party bus. Everybody keeps trying to find.
I heard.
Everybody, yeah, I know. Freaking Travis is out there spreading the word, and Teddy and Trent and all these the T's. The T's. They're all causing me trouble.
Trouble.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, they're all causing me trouble, and they're all wanting to spend money that I don't have. But no, there's no party bus. But it's one of those things that anybody who wants to come in and hang out with other listeners and party and just have a good time. That Friday we'll be meeting up at Top Shooters and hanging out and having cigars and drinking and eating and just having a good time. And you were there last year for that.
I was there last year. That was a blast. I had a real good time at both places, Dan's as well.
And that's
when we were there last year.
The last 2 years, it's kind of coordinated to be on the same weekend as Dan's annual event. Unfortunately, this year, his annual event fell on a weekend that I had my son, and trying to get weekends switched requires a UN negotiating delegation, and I didn't have the intestinal fortitude to do that, and so I went with the weekend prior, so September 22nd and 23rd. We'll start that Saturday over at Riverman. We'll do a nice cash register bomb for Dan, and everybody can hit up his humidor and we can smoke some cigars there. And then from there, it'll probably be a little bit of a break. Some people, there are people coming in from out of town that have other places they want to hit. Like I know,
St.
Noah.
Louis? Just kidding.
We got some cool shit. Like Noah, he wants to hit up the St. Louis Zoo because we've got a world-class zoo here for those people who care.
You like the zoo,
and dude, it's a great zoo.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's other people that Teddy's going to the football game. Mizzou is taking on.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I think Memphis is playing Mizzou at the Dome, so he's going to the football game that day. So there's stuff people want to do. So we'll take a little bit of a break. For those people who want to hang with me, they can do that. For those people who want to go off and do other things, they can do that. And then we'll reconvene somewhere else and have more cigars and drinks and find dinner and go from there. Yep. It'll be a fun time.
Yep. It's on my calendar. It's not locked in yet. I'm still working on it.
And realistically, I just want to say it publicly for all who are here and listening that since you are going to the New England Cigar Festival the next weekend, I fully understand if you can't make 2 weekends of travel in a row work.
Oh my God, that's so nice of you.
I mean,
stick up for me.
I'm totally gonna like call you out on it later.
What I
but,
mean,
but,
anybody gives a shit if I show up anyway. But to Pulpit Fest,
I mean, some people have asked me
some
if you're
people
coming.
might. I don't know. Maybe
There
they
have
will.
been people that have asked if you're coming.
Well, I'd like to come. It was a blast last year. So if you haven't been, go get the Top Shooters. Top Shooters is cool. Like that place. It's not what like you think when you hear about it. You just hear titties and ass and and food, right? But it's not like it's a really cool place to hang out. Like the outdoor space is gigantic.
Oh, dude, and they've done a lot of work on that outdoor space.
Really?
They put up some like verandas and shit and everything. So like the outdoor looks a lot different than the last time you were there.
Last year, like for like a little bit,
like a little bit,
yeah.
like a
And
little
we had
bit,
that,
but like
had the pavilion there or the
and we've got that reserved still. That and the fire pit are both reserved for that night. So we're good there.
And we were friendly. We let other people come in. We didn't.
Travis can. We did. Remember,
we let a lot of people come in.
There
a lot of weirdos.
Yeah, there was the person who broke the chair.
There was that person.
We won't tell that story.
There was that person that broke the chair.
I want to protect the pulpit or parishioner that was involved, but but there was the person that broke the chair, and anyway, and then Travis got yelled at for using too much firewood.
Yeah, and did somebody start like throwing other shit in there? Not other shit, but like, wasn't somebody putting lighter fluid or something in there, or was it just the too much wood?
I think it might have been just too much wood. Okay. I don't know. I don't think anybody was putting lighter fluid in there.
I thought so. I thought somebody was trying to put something else in there to get the fire going because the wood was wet.
Oh, maybe. Well, they have that sawdust, that like starter shit that they throw in there.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
yeah. But yeah, I do remember too much wood. I hear that all the time.
Oh, admittedly, it's a sausage fest, but whatever.
Oh, no, that wasn't the joke I made, but okay. Oh, whatever.
Oh, I see where you're going with it. Okay.
The ladies.
Dear God. I'm only 5 foot tall because God gave me 12 inches somewhere else.
I'm 6 feet on my back and 5'10" on my feet.
Dear God.
Well, anyway,
I'm sufficiently disturbed now.
Maybe we should get into a segment.
I was gonna say, why don't we go ahead and do this?
I got to refill.
It's time for the Villiger Cigars Entertainment Report, brought to you by Villiger Cigars, one of the leading cigar and cigarello manufacturers in the world, founded in 1888 and still family owned and operated. Head over to VilligerCigars.com and check the store locator to find a shop near you that carries them. We guarantee that Villiger Cigars will be a wonderful addition to your humidor and cigar rotation. All right, so it's time for the Villiger cigar. I finally got around to fucking doing it.
And bravo to the celebrity. I don't know. Should you say who it is? I maybe should see. People should go on the parishioners page and guess who it is.
I mean, there we go. I
think that'll be fun.
That would be fun. So obviously this is the time where we talk about what we've been watching and entertained by. So what have you been watching? Well, you know what? Before we get into this, we haven't talked at all about the Rocky Patel Edge 20th anniversary, and I'm about halfway on this cigar. This is it's good. You're right. It's got some heft to it. It's got some body to it. The retro hail obviously was stronger.
Let me see your retro. Earlier. Let's see your retro.
God, we're gonna do this again.
Yeah, we have to. Because if you gag, I got content. And yep, there it is. Keep going. Boot.
Yeah.
Boot. Yes. No.
There it is.
All right.
Holy shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
all right.
It's
let's mark that point.
I think I swallowed a little bit of
out there.
Anyway.
Awesome.
But yeah, no, it's got some heft to it, man. Some definite spicy notes to the retro hail there.
See if I can rock a retro too.
Oh God.
I've already been doing it, so.
I know. You're Mr. I do it every other puff.
Iron palate.
Look at you.
Man, you are you. That's okay.
That was okay. Oh fuck! It still gets me.
Still gotcha, huh?
But I didn't hack up a lung, but it still got me.
Nice. What are we doing? Villiger?
Villiger. We're doing the Villiger.
Entertainment,
So I do. I'm
entertainment.
enjoying this. You know, it's one of those
Yeah,
things.
it's a good cigar.
I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on Rocky Patel, but by and large, I haven't. There haven't been too many of his cigars that I've encountered that I've been like. I mean, they're good, but
Yeah.
nothing has caught me and been like, holy shit, this is it. This is the good
No,
one. This is
you've always
great.
said that.
You know?
And look, that happens when you have
Yeah.
50 different blends in your line.
For sure.
Or however many he's got. And that's okay.
It takes time to smoke through them and figure out which one it hits. You had one that was in the box. It was a blue band. It was a Cameroon, I believe.
The vintage Cameroon is good.
That one was good. I liked that one.
I like that one. I like the decade. I like the 15th. The 20th is good. We've had a few Rockies. The other one, I forget which one it was, but Luke had said that Rocky smokes a lot of them because he met him, I think, in Florida at an event. And one was in the box. So he went up and was like, yeah, I smoked this one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, eh?
Sorry, I smoked this one. Are you sorry? I'm sorry.
Maple syrup on my breath, eh? You know?
Well, hey, I got maple cask bourbon here, so
there you go.
Sorry.
Anyway,
what are you watching?
I have been. I started Tulsa King.
Love it,
and I have been binging through that.
It's really good. It's really.
It is really good.
And you don't expect it to be a good mafia type.
No, but it's good.
But it is,
and and I'll give it to Sylvester Stallone too. He's he's good as a mobster.
He fits it, right?
He does.
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to him as like, yo, Adrian, that kind of thing. But like he's good as a mobster.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that
how
gets a
old
bad
is
rap. He just turned 75, I believe.
Well, that's how old he is in the show too. And I'm thinking like, no.
Maybe I just saw like an Instagram post for his birthday. He was smoking a cigar, like dancing in his living room. I think it was 75, could be 78. I don't know. But I mean,
he looks good for 75.
If I look like half as good as that at 75,
no
if I
shit.
make it to 75,
no shit.
But yeah, he gets a bad rap because he does all of the action movies, right? And it's like those were the thing in like the 80s.
Oh, totally.
And 90s. And they could they've talked about it. Stallone has talked about it. Schwarzenegger's talked about it. They competed with each other. They always wanted to one up the next guy. I forget where I heard the interview, but I think Schwarzenegger was talking about, he's like, he did one, I had to do one that was bigger. And then he did one that was bigger. Whatever
so
the bigger box
crazy.
Yeah. So they just went fucking nuts. And then you had things like the Expendables, which came out, which
I think they're making another one of those.
Are they? I mean,
I had heard that
he's almost
somewhere.
80 doing that.
I heard that they're making another one of those, but like some of the older guys have dropped out. It's mainly like a lot of the more newer, younger action stars and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but he's a good actor, I think.
Which you have Jason Statham that just came out with a second Meg movie.
Who?
Jason Statham. Meg.
I don't know.
The giant shark.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, dude.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. No.
Oh, you got to see Meg. It's so fucking cheesy, but I love it so much.
Was it you?
Rainn Wilson's in it.
Shows?
Yeah, Rainn Wilson.
You said something, I think, or somebody said something. I think it was you on one of the recent shows. You're talking about how you don't want to see the scary thing in like scary movies. Somebody mentioned it, and I agreed 100% because that's how I am. So like Stranger Things, for me, for example, was very cool.
I don't remember this, but
up until they showed the fucking monster.
Yeah,
like, I'm out. I'm like, I'm done. This is stupid.
Well,
that's cheesy to me.
I don't remember this conversation, so I don't think it was me. But
I can't remember if it was you.
But what I will say to this point, though, is that, dude, your imagination is always so much better than reality. Which is why, I mean, there were obvious budget reasons and logistical reasons too. But like, if you watch Jaws, like the original one, the shark is very, very, very rarely shown in that movie. All the way, I mean, the ending is basically when you see it. Otherwise, you don't really see the shark, and that was
a happy accident.
purposeful?
Well, it became it became purpose after it was a happy accident because they made
Well,
the
yeah,
shark
because
and it looked
Bruce
like
wouldn't
shit.
work. Yeah.
Well, I think they had 2 of them,
Yeah.
and they just would never work, and they looked very robotic, like animatronic, like they looked terrible. So then they were like, "All right, we gotta just show the fin," and it worked 100%. That's why a movie like the Blair Witch Project, which kind of was like that first, like not documentary type, but like firsthand account. That movie, when it came out, I mean, maybe
Yeah.
it didn't scare other people. I thought it was scary as shit because you never saw what was happening, like what the scary stuff was. That's scarier to me when I don't see it.
Oh,
And
totally.
then that gets me going. But then if I see the monster, if I see an alien or whatever the hell they wanted, I can't. I lose interest immediately.
Cloverfield, that was another one. It was a good movie, I feel, until
Then
the
they
very
showed the
end.
big thing, right?
Then they show the big thing at the very, very end.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yep.
I mean, you knew what it was. You knew it was basically a giant monster trash in the
Right.
city and people are trying to escape it and all this kind of shit. But like then at the end, it's like, oh, okay, it's that thing. And
Yeah.
and it didn't look anything like you kind of, I don't know. I just kind of
Why do you
envisioned
think The
something in my
Exorcist
mind.
was so amazing? They're redoing The Exorcist.
Well, it's a sequel to the first one. They basically,
Correct.
so what it is they basically said, okay, Exorcist 2 and beyond, they don't count. We're just going we're sequeling just off the first one. And dude, the trailer for that looks awesome.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it looks so good. And the
watch
thing
it.
is, I love the first one. I mean, it haunts me.
You mean the
know,
original?
yeah, I have to be in the mood to watch that movie. That is a movie that, I mean, it's so deeply disturbing and creepy to me that I have to be in the mood for it.
But
especially after they
monster. There's no monster. It's a little fucking girl.
Especially after they did that fucking remastered version. In like the early 2000s. Holy shit. So like they put in there
I bet you the sounds on that are crazy
very,
too.
Very, very little, like half, maybe like 2-frame blips in shadows of like that. You remember that statue in the very beginning of the devil thing that he sees in the desert? There's like at one point in the kitchen of the house in Georgetown, there's like a shadow and like something flashes, and right at that moment in like the shadow, you see the face of that statue. And it's one of those, like, it's 2 frames and it's gone. So it's in your head. You see it, you process it, but then you're like, did I just see that? And like they did that, and it added so much more. Just adding, they did that only maybe like 1 or 2 times in the movie, but fuck, it just added so much to it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I stand on those kind of movies, like horror movies. I mean, the old school ones like Freddy and Jason, like that's different.
That's cheesy fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm not big into slasher movies because realistically, that's just gore fest. Although I maybe I did talk about that. I don't remember. I was talking to somebody about this, and I said that
maybe this was the Smoking Butts podcast you guys were talking about.
Maybe
this.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't remember, but Freddy versus Jason is my favorite one of those because it's just so fucking stupid.
See, I never got into them where I watched all of them. I just watched
I haven't either.
Freddy's. Yeah.
Yeah, but New Nightmare was really good. That was the one where it was supposed to be in the real world, and then Freddy was like back and all this kind of shit. But then like the end of that, it's like they ran out of money and they were like, well, let's just fucking do this real quick.
Right.
And they didn't have an ending. But Freddy versus Jason, that was just cheesy fun. That was just ridiculous. But otherwise, yeah. And I can safely say I have not seen all the Jason movies. Same. I haven't seen all the Freddy movies either, to be honest. I just don't care. I've just never been big into that.
It's not something I want to like go back and watch. I have no to watch it, like the remakes, the Halloween was a Rob Zombie.
Yeah, he did like some, and then they like did another round where basically it was a sequel to. They did the same thing that they're doing with The Exorcist, where basically they just sequel off of the very first one, and that's what this most recent round of them has been. And I think Danny McBride has been involved in that. Which
you were saying that,
yeah. So
it's just funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah.
You know what? Stop remaking stuff. Stop. Just come up with something original.
Yes.
Get a fucking brain,
dude. I 100% agree.
I understand the money grab of it. I get that part.
But see,
I don't even think
I don't think that's working anymore, though. I mean, when you look at the numbers for Indiana Jones 5, I mean, shit, man, that should have made money, and it didn't. And it's. But let's be real. Who wants to see an 85-year-old man running around and jumping and shit like that? I mean, like, I don't buy Harrison Ford doing that anymore.
I'll tell you what, though, about him, he's a funny dude. Harrison Ford.
Yeah. I love he's super dry.
Dude. Yes.
Super dry.
If you want to get a good sense of what kind of dude he is, I don't know if you listen to Conan O'Brien's podcast. Conan O'Brien is a friend. I love it. And he was on there recently, and he was fantastic. Like, totally not.
Is that what he was talking about, breaking the Millennium Falcon Lego set?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah. Yep.
No, and that's the thing. I'm gonna see Indy 5 because I love the Indiana Jones, but well, not Crystal Skull, but the original 3. I love them. I'm gonna see 5, but I still haven't watched it, and I'm not motivated to go to the theater for it.
You know what I saw a couple years ago, which just jogged my memory, at this outdoor pavilion around here.
Crazy.
I actually saw some flying in here.
It's not that they're flying around. I'm hearing like a hiss.
Somebody
noise.
else is behind you then.
Fuck.
As we're talking about this, I'm seeing things in the window.
Better not be.
Reminded me a couple years
dude,
ago.
Remember, my place is fucking haunted, so you got to keep that in mind.
True.
Yeah.
True. That's right. But they did a concert, though, or I think it was a Cleveland Orchestra, did a concert. They played the soundtrack to the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom while they showed it on the amphitheater. I
did one of those with the St.
cool.
Louis Symphony where they did the theme or the soundtrack to Ghostbusters. And what's cool is Elmer Bernstein was the composer that composed the soundtrack for that movie. His son was the guest conductor, and he conducted the symphony to the soundtrack for that. That was really neat.
Yeah, that was fun. It was something different. I wouldn't have gone there just to see the movie, but to see like the way it was done. That was really cool.
It was neat. So,
all right. So interesting. Tulsa King.
Yeah. So
I like
Tulsa King. I've been watching that, and I
hope they come up with another season soon.
I would hope so. I mean, there's only the one out, and I'm digging it enough that I want more.
Came out a year ago. Yeah.
That would make sense. And then I'm still catching up on Futurama slowly. So that's kind of that's kind of my like throw it on in the background and just kind of have it on to watch while I'm doing stuff kind of show, So I got to have one of those. I have one of those like sitcom-y kind of shows that I'm blowing through, and then I have the ones that I actually pay attention to and watch.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with sitcoms, it's like, like we're still watching, my wife and I watching New Girl, going through that like every now and then. I love that show. Yeah. It's so good. It's fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. It's funny.
Dude, when Nick is in the haunted house and they all come at him and he fucking screams, that is the funniest
Whenever
shit.
he screams,
it's funny. But
it's great.
And then when he meets Prince, that's probably the second best scream out of that show.
Schmidt in that show is fucking gold. The guy Schmidt,
dude.
He's gold. And I catch him on this show with Cedric the Entertainer. He's got a show with him where he's like the neighbor. And I'm like, God, he's awful in this. Like, the show's terrible. All those shows are terrible. But I mean, like, I don't want to see him anymore outside of New Girl. Because that's it. That's his peak.
He kind of irritated me in the very beginning, but I very quickly came to like him to where by the end he was probably my second favorite character out of all of them.
When he says youths, I can't say it the way he says it. Like youths. Youths. And I love it. He just gets pissed. It's great. That's a good character. What else you watching and listening to? Anything good? I'll let you go through all yours and I'll go through all mine.
Really, that's about it for this week. Was Tulsa King and that. That's really been the extent this week.
Yeah, I feel like I had a busy week of entertainment stuff. So
I have story bots on deck for this weekend. So
cool,
whatever.
See, that's the thing. I give my kid the iPad and let him go. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, hey, go ahead. Hey, yeah, sure. We have like a time limit on it. So like, during the summer, it's like 3 hours a day. Daddy, can I have more time? Yeah, whatever. Just go. Dad of the year. No, I've been going golfing a lot with my kid, and that's been
Oh,
awesome.
well, see, there you go.
It's finally something that is not like poking my eyes with a rusty nail, like forcing me to do. Like I enjoy going out and he has fun. You know what I mean? I don't have to sit through it and suffer through it.
Does he
like,
play or does he just kind of ride along with you?
Oh, he plays. Oh,
Okay.
He's good. Yeah, he's actually really good. Like
Well,
he's
good.
at the point where I don't want to touch his swing because I'll fuck it up. So yeah, and he likes it, and that's what's good. So
yeah, that's nice.
Let's see, what have I got? So are you done? Are you good?
I'm done. It's all
right.
you now.
I got 4 things.
Okay.
2 are sports related and 2 are music related. Okay. So the first one I watched, have you seen those the Untold series on Netflix? It's a bunch of different sports documentaries. You've seen the hockey one. Remember the hockey guys, that the team that just fought everybody?
Oh, yes. So
that's part of like the Untold series. Like they have the Malice at the Palace, the Detroit Pistons fight, all that.
Yep. I saw that one too. Yeah.
They have a new one that just came out. The Johnny Manziel one came out last week. Watched that and I liked it, but it left.
What happened to that guy?
Oh, a lot. He's fucked up. He's a mess.
Okay.
He always was, and it just kind of proved that. I mean, it didn't give
Johnny
me what
football.
I wanted.
Yeah.
It didn't give me what I wanted. I don't know if anybody else has seen it, and let me know what you think. But I know there's more to the stories that they didn't dive into. I wanted more. It was only an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm like, dude, you could do a 6-part series on this guy. He's got so much shit that people don't know about, and I don't know. Maybe they don't want it known.
He's not playing anymore, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
I mean, the one funny thing was, so he had this like buddy from college. So back in the day, like you couldn't make money, right, in college. So he comes on the scene, he blows up as a freshman, and A&M is just now on the map, right? Like they are the next big thing. Johnny football, they're making millions off of ticket sales, millions off of jerseys.
And he's not seeing anything,
right?
Yep.
So him and his buddy go out and they start doing these autograph signings, which is illegal, right?
Yeah.
And they get paid for it. And turns out, what was funny was all this time, everybody thinks, oh, well, Johnny football, he comes from money. His family's rich, Turns out when he got caught by the NCAA for doing this, right? His buddy came up with the story, said, hey, we're not doing any of this. You come from money. Your family comes from oil money, like rich family. You don't need the money.
Why would we be doing this?
The NCAA let him go with a half-game suspension. Game suspension. And the world bought the story that his family was rich. I never knew that it was made up until I saw this documentary. It blew my mind. That blew my mind. And his friend came up with it.
Well, and it benefits the NCAA to freaking go with it because let's be real, he was making money for A&M and everybody else, and dude, he was good for the NCAA. So of
him
course
and his buddy were making hundreds of thousands of dollars
Wow.
off these things. They were flying to Vegas, they were flying to Florida, they were doing this back and forth. And they're like, how does a college kid live like this? Like, how does it? That's how. And then they made the story that he comes from money. So apparently, like, oh, that's how he's got money from his family. Not even close. He was signing autographs and doing all this.
So did he stop after they got caught?
No, he kept going.
Of course not.
He kept going.
And of course, the NCAA turned a blind eye to it.
Well, I think he only played 2 seasons, and then went pro. So, so I saw that, but it was good, but it left me wanting more. The second sports thing I watched. Which I love. I love the series Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
On HBO.
It's the Jets this year, right?
Yeah, with Rodgers.
Double
I watched the first episode. I'm not going to watch the rest of the season. It was awful.
Really?
Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. It might as well just be. It's not Hard Knocks. It's a Rodgers documentary. Yes, 100%.
Well, dude, you knew the minute they showed that they were doing the Jets this year, you knew exactly why they were doing it.
People are going to say, "Oh, you're a Patriots fan. No wonder you don't." No, I don't. I never liked
Rodgers. It has nothing to do with that.
I never liked Rodgers. I think he's highly overrated. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's highly overrated. He is, if you swapped ages,
Yeah.
he would want to be what Mahomes is. He actually wants to be what Favre was, in my opinion. These crazy throws. Now he's got an arm. Like the guy's, he's not terrible. He's awesome, right? He's very good.
Yeah.
I think what he gets for accolades and people saying how good he is, the GOAT. No, he's not even close. He's not even close.
Is he going to have receivers?
Yeah, he's got a couple. Yeah.
But like decent ones, because that's the whole thing. You can put a good quarterback. Yeah, I'm not going to say he's the GOAT or anything, but like you can put a good, I'd say it's fair to say he's a good quarterback.
100%.
100%. So you can put a good quarterback.
Thinks he is.
Be that as it may, you can put a good quarterback on a team, but if he has nobody to throw to, he's useless.
I mean, he did have Devontae Adams.
I don't mean with the Packers. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, he's still got a couple.
With the Jets, is he gonna have anybody that's worth throwing to?
Tom Brady didn't have people for a while. He had a couple of years we had Randy Moss.
Yeah.
No, other than Edelman, and you don't put Edelman in the category of a wide receiver one at all, like you do the other guys, stereotypical.
Yeah.
Outside of Randy Moss, I can't think of any other wide receiver, and nobody else probably could name one that he had that was of that caliber. You know?
No, but let's be real. Gronk kind of came in and served as a wide receiver.
He was a tight end. Yeah,
I get it, but dude, come on. You know, he was an interesting case as a tight end.
Rodgers had enough. Like he had plenty of guys. But anyway, so yeah, I won't be watching the rest of that. So I will do. I'll give you the podcast first. The music podcast. I just found it, and I just listened to 3 episodes today. It's called Think Twice.
Okay.
And it's about Michael Jackson.
Oh boy.
But it's not about like, is he guilty? Is he innocent? It's just kind of getting to the root of who he was, who he is, and how all of this actually comes about. They do dive into that stuff, obviously, because it's a big thing. But in the first 3 episodes, they really talk about his life, his upbringing, and there's a couple things that are pretty interesting in there, like that you never knew of. I didn't know he was making he wanted to make a horror movie, like a horror video with Stephen King.
Really?
They actually filmed some of it. He wanted it to be the scariest music video ever. They actually filmed some of it, but then he got the allegations. They said he wasn't showing up for like a week or 2. And they were like, where is he? Where is he? Like, oh, all right, we're not filming today. And that happened for over a week. And then it came out like, oh, he's getting served and he's going to get arrested, all this shit. Like he's diddling kids, you know? And then they go into like how the investigation went. It's pretty interesting so far. So I'm looking forward to
well, you could tell he was really into horror with the whole thriller thing and everything.
Yeah. What's interesting though about that is cool. It's like you get little tidbits. So he cut a deal with Stephen King for Stephen King to do the video. In return, he would read the audiobook for one of Stephen King's novels.
But who wants to listen to Michael Jackson read?
But he didn't end up doing it. Michael Jackson bailed because there were cuss words in it and he didn't want to swear.
Oh my God.
It says penis. Holy shit, guys. The clown's coming after us.
But here's
what the fuck are we gonna do?
Oh my God.
Beep beep Richie.
Exactly.
Like, holy beep.
No, you know what I'm talking about from It, where it's like beep beep Richie.
Oh yeah.
Beep beep Richie.
We all float down here.
Have balloons.
I like balloons.
So here's the other thing. This video, this whole thing, the whole storyline of it was how he was this new guy in the neighborhood that all the adults thought was a creep and he was a weirdo and they wanted him out and they were like, get out of here, you weirdo. All this, but all the kids liked him. They wanted him out of there because he was different.
This is Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that was the whole premise of this video that never got made, was that he was the weird guy in the neighborhood. All the adults wanted him out, but the kids liked him, and they're like, "We don't understand." So
Yeah,
kind of
that probably would
foreshadowing.
have hit really differently after those allegations came out.
So the
That
allegations
probably would
came.
have.
The actors are like,
Probably would have.
yeah. The actors like, they didn't tell us that it was canned. They just sent us the check and never talked to us again.
Called it a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of horror movies, with musicians, I only recently found out, and I still need to watch it. I guess the Foo Fighters did a horror movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I saw a bit. What was it I watched? Hot Ones, on YouTube, the show where
the
they eat the
wings?
chicken wings of increasing strength. They had
Never watched
Dave.
that.
I love that show.
I just see clips. I've never watched it.
Oh, dude, it is some of the best interviews. It's amazing. It's really, really good. And then you get to watch these people, eat super hot wings and flip shit. And you find out who's a pansy and can't take it. DJ Khaled. But anyway, and Shaq. I think Shaq tapped out too.
I remember seeing clips of that. Yeah.
Anyway, the bottom line, Dave Grohl was on this, and oh yeah, there's one. Dave Grohl was on it, and he was talking about how they ended up doing a horror movie, and this thing's out. So I need to find it and watch it because I like the Foo Fighters.
Was it called Nirvana?
So, yeah, no shit. It ends with everybody catching a shotgun in the face. Dear God, that was. I mean, is it too soon? Let's be real.
Not even close. But it is a poor subject. We don't
Foo
want
Fighters horror movie. It's called.
We don't want the woke mob after us.
It's called. Yeah, no shit. It's called Studio 666. Okay. Came out last year.
Oh, recent.
And can you stream it anywhere? Stream. This is riveting. Streaming.
I'm enjoying watching you look this
up.
It
looks like HBO Max has it, actually.
Okay. So you watch it and let me know.
Shit, I'll have to watch that.
Well, speaking of horror movies, a stream, like I want to see that Winnie the Pooh one still. And fuck. I found it on it's on Prime, but you got to rent it. So that
I'm not paying to watch that.
I might $6. Fuck it. One day, one Saturday, I'll sit there and I'll watch it. I don't know. Why not? I want to see
watch it with your son. Traumatize the shit out of him.
Wacko. So there was that, and then I recommend this doc that I saw the other night. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's a documentary about Wham.
Really?
It's very good. It's very
Andrew Ridgely
very good.
Was the other guy in Wham. Everybody
it
forgets
was
about Andrew
Wham
Ridgely.
and Andrew.
That's the name of it. Wham and Andrew.
No, Wham. It's called Wham, but y'all, it's Andrew's the guy's name, but he used to call
Andrew Ridgely and then George
Michael.
Yeah.
Well, there's two guys. It's Wham was the two guys. It was a boy band.
But everybody remembers George Michael.
Well, of course, because he made the career out of it. Right.
Yeah.
But what's wild is how crazy their schedule was for like 3 years. They don't talk about it, but I noticed it because they show the month and year when things are happening, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Blew up big.
And they were nonstop for 3 years. It's very interesting. It's funny and it's cool and it's kind of like serious. It's got everything, I think, for a documentary. Okay. And it's cool to see how that originated. So
I'll have to check that out too.
I like it. And his real name's not George Michael. It's something else. And that's a stage name. I think George and Michael George is part of his name, but they called him Yog originally.
Really?
His name was Yog. Yeah. Because when Andrew's because they got both of them talking, and he would say Yog.
Well, obviously old Yog. Footage because George Michael is. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's been dead for a few years. Yeah. So highly recommend that. It's very good. It's fun doc, and it's funny to watch. To go, who the hell? Like, why was this a thing? Like, how did you not know this guy was gay from the beginning? You know, like
the 80s were a weird time.
And he wasn't gay. He's not gay.
What?
He came out as, I think he was bi. I'm pretty sure he was bi. He came out as gay to the group, and then to his buddy Wham, and the other chick that was in Wham from the beginning, like there was like a side
There was a
background
chick in
singer.
Wham?
Yeah, because she was a singer, and like they needed a girl up front. It was
I didn't fucking know there was a girl in Wham.
It was well, Wham is the two guys, but
Yeah.
as the band, as a group, they had two female singers. One of them was Andrew's girlfriend.
Oh shit.
And they broke up, but she still stayed in the band, and they were great friends. Okay, so yeah, it was interesting. I recommend.
So wait, so was Andrew Ridgely gay?
No, Andrew's not gay.
Okay,
Andrew's not. No,
just
Yog
George.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Just Yog.
Yog.
I'm like, who the fuck is Yog? Like, why do you keep saying Yog? I'm like, oh my god, he's talking about George. Okay. I was like, is George Yog? But apparently, I don't know. So weird.
Okay. Well, interesting.
That's been the Villiger segment.
All right. Well, so that's the Villiger segment.
You don't have an outro for that?
What?
You don't have an outro?
No, I don't have an outro for that. We just kind of go.
Sorry.
I mean, I guess I could put a short outro together too. I mean, a year and a half later, I'll get to that. Anyway.
Anyway.
Say it, damn it.
Damn it.
I just did it. It's automatic. I don't even think about it. No, so I figure we're gonna why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit more about the cigar here. I'm in the final third. I've been smoking faster than you. I can see that.
Yeah, I've been talking a little bit.
You've got plenty more there to go. So.
Yeah, probably halfway right now.
Yeah, I'm
toothy. When I'm looking at this now, it is toothy.
I am in the final third of this thing. So
light up something else.
I like it. I would totally smoke this again. What's the price point on this?
This one for the Robusto is $11.55.
That's not bad.
No, it's a pretty solid price for the Robusto. But again, a lot of people don't like the Robusto. And here's the thing about Rocky's Robustos. They're 5.5 by 50s. They're not 5 by 50. So you do get that little extra half inch. That's what she said.
Hey, you know what? Every half inch counts.
You got it.
No, I'm digging it. And the flavor on it near the end is definitely picking up. I guess I should do a final third retro hail on it. This is going to hurt. I can tell you right now, it's going to fucking hurt.
Nick Miller is about to do a retro hail on the final third. Turn the volume down.
Yep. Holy shit. Oh, yep. That's hitting. That's hitting hard. I also have blown out the palate at this point too. I've had enough cigars today that I can tell you that this is going to be the last one for me. So I'm going to light up another one. No, I'm going to be completing the rest of the show without a cigar because, once this is gone, I'm tapping out for the day. Dude, this is like number 6 for me for the day.
Holy crap! Yeah, that's a lot.
I've had a lot to smoke today.
That is a lot. All right.
I've been sitting outside, I've been working, and I've been outside, and well, in all fairness, it's actually number 5 because I did light up one that will remain nameless, and it was fucking horrible.
Oh boy.
Flavor on it was bad. Burn was fine.
Yeah,
it burned fine. Construction on. I have no complaint about the construction, but it tasted like dog shit, and I couldn't even muster my way through it, and I gave up on that one. I actually that's one that I bought. I popped into a liquor store next door to the comic book shop that I go to because I had been told that they had a walk-in humidor, and that was a lie. They had a cabinet, but I was literally the only one in the liquor store, and the dude was like talking to me. The employee was talking. I'm like, fuck, I kind of have to like engage. I have to buy something now. So
I'm just here to get my comic books, man.
Exactly. I mean, I already did, and it was like, oh shit, now I gotta fucking buy something. So I ended up buying this, and it was discounted down. It was on clearance for $5.99, and but
tell me after.
But dude, it's a brand that you would know, and they make some really good cigars. This was not one of them. So anyway, drink. Sorry, and so why don't we now you and I told you when we were prepping for this that I figured we'd do a super fight, and you had an idea. So I'm gonna pitch this to you now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I was like, well, I'm not a big superhero guy, right? Like, I just know I do like the segment. I like that you can pair things up, pair people against each other or pit them against each other, and then put these crazy superpowers and weapons together, right? So I said, let's do, because I think we were talking about this at the time, but I said, let's pit the Authority together.
Oh shit!
Let's do the three-way, right? Let's do a three-way super fight. Let's do.
So we got what? Dave.
Ed. We got Dave,
Ed, and
Ed,
Mr.
and Mr.
Jonathan.
J. Right.
Oh
So
my God.
what I did was I went to the old trusty AI, because I'm like deep into this stuff now, and I said,
okay,
I need 10 funny superpowers. I told him I was making I was creating characters, comical characters with superpowers and that use weapons, but they need to be funny. So I asked for funny superpowers. Then I asked for the weapon needed to be funny and a random everyday object. So not only did they give me an everyday object, they also named it and gave me a description of it.
Okay.
So I did 10 of each. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know how I remember this. So this is going to be interesting because I don't have a pen and paper, but I could probably type it out. So you're going to pick a number 1 through 10 for the superpowers, and then 1 through 10 for the weapon. And then that will be Ed. And then you'll do it again, and that will be Dave. And then do it again, that'll be Mr. Jonathan.
Okay. So that's the sequence here. Okay.
So, all right. So I'm going to have to write these out. All right. So let me get my trusty old computer. All right. So pick a number 1 through 10, and then I'll tell you what it is. So we'll do Ed.
Okay. So for Ed, I'm going to go number 5 on the superpower list and number 3 on the weapon list.
Okay. Dave,
we will go number 2 on the superpower list and number 7 on the weapon list.
And Mr. J.
Mr. J will go number 9 on the superpower list, and we will go number 1 on the weapon list.
Number 1. Okay. So 5 and 3. I'm just going to copy and paste them so I have them all together. Let's do this one. This is riveting.
I know, but you know.
But you know what?
This could be really interesting.
The payoff's going to be funny. So 5 and
stick with us, folks.
3. Oh God.
Oh no. This ought to be good.
These will be good. All right, Dave's what, 2?
Well, you know, I hope Mr. Jonathan is all powered up because he's going to be already weakened from his lack of lectins.
Ooh. Okay.
Just saying, you know. Dave's going to have carb power on his side.
You think so?
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
This is
well worth this.
Well worth the prep here.
Yeah, and then 9 and 1. Okay, so 9. I'm just putting them, so you know, I'm putting them together, so I don't have to go back and forth.
Well, yeah, because I'm inevitably going to ask you now, what does he have again?
Yeah, and I'm not going to remember. So,
okay.
And then 1 is okay. And we have our list. Okay.
Okay.
So first, do you want to just like last man standing? Like this is.
Well, no, it's a battle royale, man. All 3 of them are going at
right, but like last man, like who's going to win between them all?
Oh yeah, I think there ought to be a sequence. It should be how it goes, you know. You know how they did that.
We'll see how it is.
That you know, wrestling thing or whatever, which you know wasn't their finest hour, but whatever, they know that. But you know, I think this could be how that goes. We just kind of.
What do you want first?
Let's go in sequence here. So Ed, what does Ed have?
So Ed's superpower is he is super accurate prediction of mundane events, like predicting when toast will pop.
I could see that for Ed, actually.
And his weapon is called the rubber duck bomb, a rubber duck that explodes into a shower of confetti and glitter upon impact.
That feels like it would have been appropriate for Jonathan.
So he can predict mundane events, and he uses a rubber duck bomb that has confetti and glitter when it explodes.
Okay.
Dave, he's
Oh, fuck.
This almost should have been swapped. Dave is spontaneous disco dancing that distracts and confuses foes.
God, that would have been great for Jonathan.
And he uses the flying toaster boomerang, a toaster modified to fly back when it's thrown, surprising opponents.
That sounds like a pretty good weapon.
Okay. Now, Mr. J, his superpower is time travel, but only to witness embarrassing moments from someone's past.
That would have been good for Ed, too.
And his weapon is called the toothbrush dagger, a toothbrush turned into a sharp-edged melee weapon.
Oh, shit. I feel like Ed got the short end of the stick.
So Ed is super accurate predicting mundane events like when toast will pop.
Rubber duck bomb that just drops confetti on people.
And glitter.
And glitter.
Dave is spontaneous disco dancing that distracts and confuses people, and he uses the flying toaster boomerang. And Mr. J, his superpower is time travel, but only to go back and witness embarrassing moments from somebody's past, and he uses the toothbrush dagger, which is basically a toothbrush knife. So probably like a jail shiv.
So I would say like a freaking jail shiv.
But we all know he wouldn't last a minute in jail, right?
He'd be popular.
Well, he might last. You're right.
Passed around like money, man.
You're right. You might be right, actually. He might last.
Yeah.
I mean, how do we go about this?
Well, you throw all three of them in the ring.
Yep.
They've all got what they've got. I feel like, Ed. See, okay, if Ed can predict mundane events, would the sequence of this fight be considered mundane? Because I don't know if it would.
So. No.
So then that means his power,
this is all crazy.
That means his power is basically useless at this point.
Okay.
And he's got a pretty useless weapon.
He can't predict the sequence of events, but can he predict the mundane things like... No, you're right. I'm with you. No, he can't. I think his rubber duck bomb is useless.
I really feel like Ed got the short end of both the power and the weapon stick here.
Because if he could predict non-mundane events, like anything, if he could predict anything, he wins.
No 100%. He can figure out the fight before it even happens. Yeah.
Right.
But see, that's the problem is with it being mundane and with a fucking rubber ducky glitter bomb. Unfortunately, I think Ed's the first one out.
I think he's out. I think Dave has an upper hand here.
I think Dave,
could you imagine?
I think Dave just comes in immediately with the disco dance, and Jonathan
distracts everyone.
Well, but see, Jonathan with his dancing skill, he can overcome the distraction quicker than Ed can, and I think Ed catches a toothbrush to the ribs.
But here's the other thing. So,
and I hate saying that because I like Ed a lot.
If Dave is dancing spontaneously to distract others, he's not going to distract Mr. Jonathan. He's going to want to come in on that with Dave and get close to him. So he could get close.
Dancing with men. You're right. But see,
he could get close and with that shiv. Who knows?
See, I think he's got, I think Jonathan's smart enough that he's going to go and he's going to immediately take out Ed real quick just to get the wild card off the table.
You think Jonathan takes care of it?
I think Jonathan.
You know what?
I think Jonathan snaps out of the hypnosis of Dave's disco dancing power and shoves a sharpened toothbrush into Ed's rib cage and drops him, and that's that.
See, I kind of think same idea, but I think he sees Dave do the disco dancing. He's like, "That's mine," and he just gets rid of Ed because he wants it for himself. And the rubber duck, if Ed throws the rubber duck with glitter and everything,
that's true.
Mr. J's gonna love it.
He can throw it at
this
Dave,
is awesome.
And then he's disco dancing with glitter and confetti.
With Dave.
And fuck, Jonathan's all in on that idea.
Okay, now don't forget, their weapons are, he's got Jonathan has a toothbrush.
Yeah.
And that's the toothbrush dagger.
I think what happens is I think Jonathan goes over and shivs Ed, and Ed drops. And I think that's when Dave stops dancing long enough to chuck the toaster at Jonathan real quick while he's distracted, shivving Ed.
You think so?
That's where I go with it.
I feel like Dave's gonna be too busy dancing that he's not gonna see Jonathan do that. And Jonathan's gonna sneak up behind him. So it's really close because I think Jonathan will get close enough that Dave can't throw the
You can still swing a toaster though.
He's got to throw it. It's a boomerang. It's a boomerang toaster, flying toaster boomerang. So he's too close to get it thrown. And don't forget, they did have this conversation a while ago. I remember this now about like throwing things and having accuracy. And Dave said he could do it or something. I forget what it was, throwing a fastball at the head or something like that.
Yeah,
with a helmet on. But I don't know. I honestly, I hate to say it, Dave. I'm sorry, but I think Mr. J gets close enough into the dancing that Dave can't throw the toaster, and then he shivs him with the toothbrush, and then he walks away brushing his teeth dancing.
I think Dave is smart enough to, because you got to remember, Dave's a former wrestler, so he knows his way in a fight. You know, and I think he's smart enough to realize I'll throw the dance in real quick, try and distract both of them. Jonathan, just like I said, he just snaps out of it quicker because he's got the dancing prowess, and he goes over and takes out Ed. And while he's taking out Ed, I think that's when Dave chucks the toaster and takes him down.
But you're forgetting one key thing, Mr. Jonathan's superpower: time travel to witness embarrassing moments from somebody's past. So he's going to witness
past.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to go back and see something embarrassing from Dave and use that against him to get close to him. I will tell everybody.
Dave talks a lot about his embarrassing shit. I don't know if there's much more that he could like.
I don't know. I'm pit. I think Mr. J wins at the end of the day on this one. To be honest with you, I think that's he gets in with in tight, and he can't throw the toaster. Dave can't throw the toaster. It's too close.
I think I'm giving it to Dave. I think Dave distracts and seizes on, and Jonathan goes for the low hanging fruit versus Dave. I think he goes for Ed to take him out real quick, and I think that's when
Dave sees it.
Dave
throws
sees
the toaster,
throws the toaster
back as a boomerang, and then toast pops and he eats it.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's that.
Like butter on a Pop-Tart.
That's how I like exactly a buttered Pop-Tart pops out and he butters it over Jonathan's passed out body.
Like butter on a Pop-Tart.
Freaking takes a big old bite, spits it out on him, and says,
I don't know.
How do you like me now,
I think this was good. I think for the record, I think Mr. J wins because that he's going to get close enough to dance. He's going to he knows the dance moves. And he's going to be able to get close enough so Dave can't throw the toaster. That's my guess.
Okay.
But you're saying Dave is
I'm thinking proactive. Dave is shrewd enough to pay attention to the battlefield to know that this is my time to chuck the toaster while Ed is crumpling to the ground with a toothbrush in his back. You know, this is my time to take out Jonathan.
Okay.
Because again, I don't think he distracts him long with the dance. Because I think, you know, Jonathan being Mr. Lord of the Dance over there, you know, he
it's very distracting for Mr. Jonathan, though. I get that. I mean, see another man dancing.
Well, and that's the thing. He may be distracted in a different way. He just may want to join in. He might like forget about the fight and just be like, it's time to dance, you know, and then it just goes.
You have a point there, because maybe he distracts Mr. J enough to come to him, to turn to him, because he knows Mr. Jonathan's going to want to come in and dance, and then before he chucks the toaster. I'm trying to rethink my.
I do. I think at the end of the day, I think
that is his superpower. His superpower is distracting people and confusing.
Yes, that's a good
that's the part
it says, to have.
Distracts and confuses foes. So it's confusing to Mr. J. I still think Mr. J wants in.
But I'm telling you, I think Dave takes it with the dance and the toaster.
I'm sticking with Mr. Jonathan because I don't think he's distracted that much by the dancing. I think he sees it and he wants in, and he's close enough to with the toothbrush.
I can see that. I think both versions are I think it's one of those things. You run the fight 5 times. I think you get 2.5
and 2.5.
Yeah, exactly. It could go either way. I think it's one of those deals, but unfortunately, Ed just got the freaking raw end of the stick with the picks, man. I had no idea, so I didn't know what we were going for. Realistically, that was bad enough. I almost suggested that we redraw for Ed because he got shit both in the power and the weapon. But
well, I mean,
you
if
know.
they listen to the show, I'd love to hear what they think. If they, I want to hear who they think would win. So
who do they think? Yeah, I'm sure they've got Eric Newman
Yeah,
coming
right.
up this Saturday. I'm sure they're going
how
to
about
want to
that
fucking talk
PCA
about
victory?
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, before we
yeah.
get into that,
Let's talk about
let's
how
talk
we
about
can
the super fight.
bring in new cigar smokers in the PCA victory and your fucking 128-year-old company. And oh yeah, by the way,
have you
these
seen my boomerang
jackasses on the
toaster?
Pulpit said that I'd kick the shit out of both Jonathan and Ed in a fight.
7-year battle with the FDA, but I've got a boomerang toaster.
And I can dance.
I can dance. Do you want to hear what the other ones were?
Yeah. Here, no, you know what we're going to do? Here's what we're going to do. I have to switch some buttons on the board. So why don't we go to video only? And while we're in video only, you can talk about the other ones that we didn't pick. So for those of you who want to hear the other powers and weapons that were not chosen, go to YouTube at this point. And otherwise, we'll be right back to the audio in a bit. Okay, we are video only now.
I like that move. That is
a power move. It gave us something to talk about in the video only side.
That is clickbait.
For sure.
Why I saw it.
I mean, anyway, so what do we got?
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. Superpowers. The ability to communicate with vegetables.
Okay.
Invisibility.
That would have been good for Jonathan too.
Invisibility, but only when nobody is looking.
Fuck, that's okay.
The power to turn any object into a rubber chicken.
Okay.
The ability to speak any language, but only in rhymes.
Okay.
Instantaneous hair growth control, from Rapunzel-like locks to completely bald.
Ooh, could you give that to somebody else?
Yeah,
because if Ed would have had it, he could have made Jonathan suddenly just start sprouting hair, and then Jonathan would have been so distracted by having hair for the first time in forever. You know, he would have been
dancing.
Plus the dancing. Oh my God, Jonathan would have been out
first. Yep.
Yeah.
The power to summon an endless supply of slightly stale bagels.
Huh. That would have been a good team up with the toaster, actually, but okay.
And the power to make anyone uncontrollably break into a fit of laughter.
That's probably that and the hair are probably the best of the two non-taken powers.
Okay. So the weapons, this one, the spaghetti lasso, using cooked spaghetti to capture and restrain enemies. That would have been good for Dave.
Oh, that would have been a good one for Ed, because he could have tied up Jonathan with the lectins.
The socks of sockitude, socks with weighted tips swung like nunchucks for comical combat.
That's the best fucking weapon I've heard yet. Well, I mean, the toaster one's not bad, but that one's a pretty good one.
The tennis racket shield, a giant tennis racket used as a defensive shield against incoming attacks.
Would have been good against the toaster boomerang.
I think this one would have fit them. The pencil launcher, firing pencils at high speeds, turning mundane stationery into projectiles.
Ooh.
So the pencil cigars could have worked.
Yeah, pencil cigars, yeah.
The rolling pin mace. This one I didn't understand the description of it, but it says a rolling pin affixed with spikes, perfect for whimsical medieval combat. Then why did they call it mace?
Well, you know what a mace is. It's that it's the stick with the chain, and then on the end of it's the ball that has the spikes. So you swing it around.
So it's actually a rolling pin. It's a rolling
pin that's got the
That is actually funny. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the pepper spray.
The umbrella sword, a retractable sword concealed with an everyday umbrella.
I mean, that's a basic weapon right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the last one is the mop staff, a mop handle with a mop head on one end, combining cleaning and combat prowess. That one's stupid.
It's just a mop.
That's
because you can use that as a
That's what they used. Oh God,
when they're what's his kung fu movie or something.
No, shit. Oh, what's his name? Oh my God, Prince
Avenger.
Hakeem. Prince Hakeem in Coming to America when they're in the McDowell's and Samuel Jackson comes in to rob the place. He takes the mop unhooks the mop head, and then he takes the gun and takes the guy out with the mop.
See, there you
handle. Go. All right,
cool. There. Okay.
I thought that was good.
That was good.
I'd like to hear what they think.
Let's go back to the audio now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we're back to the audio here. So if you wanted to hear the other powers and weapons that we didn't pick, head on over to YouTube and check out that because they're listed there. And, there were a few better options that Ed could have gotten. Definitely some better weapons Ed could have gotten. Power-wise, I think there were only maybe like 2.
Yeah, he definitely got screwed. He got screwed.
He got screwed in that one. So,
but that was fun.
Anyway. Sorry. Golly. Nick's going to be slurring by the end of this thing.
I'm going to bed, tripping over everything, the dogs. Happy birthday to my big man, my dog Larry, tomorrow. Today, when this comes out. He's 2 years old.
Oh, there you go.
Big Larry. Big Larry Joe.
Fun times.
So, yeah. So, that was good. I like that. I think power of AI, man. I'm loving it. It was interesting. There's so much out there that you could do. It's insane. Absolutely insane. But you have to pay for a lot of it. Yeah. Which is crazy too. And I'm not ready to fucking pay for all that.
Well, and not the ones you don't have to pay for, quite frankly, suck.
Well, this is one I didn't have to pay for.
Well, there you go. All right. Well,
and that worked out okay. I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but it was pretty good.
Not great for Ed, but that's only because I randomly chose bad powers and weapons for him.
And he's the tech guy. So
I know.
Software.
He got the short end of the stick in this one, unfortunately.
I think he'll survive.
Yeah.
He'll be okay.
Let's be real. Ed wouldn't be involved in the fight. Ed would have had he would have manipulated somebody else to do the fight for him.
A rubber duck bomb.
Right. Would have been great for Jonathan. So guys, obviously this cigar that we smoked tonight comes to us via My Monthly Cigars. And we have the box here. And this is the Robusto box, 4 cigars for $30. Comes to you monthly. He also has the El Presidente, which is 2 of these. So 8 cigars, 2 of everything that's in this box. And that's $50. So you save some money on that. And if you head on over to mymonthlycigars.com, you can use offer code Pulpit, Pulpit, and that gets you free shipping on the first box. And you can pick up some fucking good coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Be watching for the pumpkin spice.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know you guys talked a little bit about. You kind of teased it with the Smoking Butts guys. The rub.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I tried it last week, and I was texting with Dave about it. I'm excited about it. It was awesome, and I just bought a boatload. I don't want to. I wanted to say shit ton, but boatload.
Say shit ton. Okay.
Yeah. Can you fucking swear on this thing?
Yeah, you can fucking say what you want.
I bought a shit ton of wings today.
Yeah.
Unseasoned everything, and I am gonna throw that rub on it. I cannot roll them up. I can't wait, because that is, in my opinion, it was perfect for wings. Like it's got heat, but it doesn't overpower the flavor.
Okay.
It was really good, and it's in the blend that he's got right now is made with the lounge coffee.
Okay.
So, and actually, to be honest, today I was sucking down a ton of the Daily Press.
There you go.
Hot this morning, and then I had 2 iced this afternoon.
I know they used it on a brisket this past weekend, and I really would have liked to have tried that.
Scott used the rub I used that they sent me.
Yeah.
On a brisket. I saw the pictures. It was awesome. And what's even cooler is I got 2 guys here, two of my buddies that I smoke with, and I had no idea about this, but I was like, "Hey, I got that rub that I was talking about." He's like, "How can I get some?" I was like, "I got enough. I'll, when next time I see you this weekend, I'll give you some." And then I said, there was a guy today making a brisket, and I sent him pictures. He goes, "Yeah, I saw that." I said, "What do you mean? What?" Because I took pictures from the Smoking Butts Facebook group.
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, I saw that." I go, "Are you in the group?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh no shit!" And I looked, he's in there. He never told me.
And this is a dude from Ohio?
Yeah, a buddy of mine, good friend of mine that I golf with, I smoke cigars with, everything. I see him all the time. I had no idea he was in it. So they're listening, guys. Like they got some reach,
that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that, because I like that show.
Yeah, they're good dudes. They're good dudes.
So, especially given the fact that I've been on 3 of like 30 episodes. So, it's like I've got a pretty good fingerprint there.
And didn't Travis say you were like a celebrity to his
Yeah,
kid
he
or
made some
something?
crack about that or something like that. Yeah, because
Is he coming to Pulpit Fest?
the kid.
Yeah.
God, I hope not. I mean, not that I have anything against Travis's son, but
No, he
that is
shouldn't
not
come.
that is not a kid-friendly event.
He shouldn't come. He shouldn't come.
No,
I'm hoping I
no.
can make that, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what happens. But
It'll be fun.
yeah, it's a quick trip. I met him. I just like the Top Shooters Day. I thought that was an awesome day.
For sure.
Nothing against the Saturday that we had at all. That was fun too. But I think that's when everybody gets in, everybody's geared up, ready to go.
For sure.
And you're outdoors, you're having a good time, you're having drinks, you're having food, and people.
I mean, dude, and it's great weather in St. Louis at that time of year. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it was
not
nice.
too hot. You
September's
know,
the
you can have
best.
fire pit in the evening and be just fine. I mean, it's a
Mhm.
good time of the year in St. Louis.
I have a big fire pit area in my yard that I built a couple of years ago. I
Yeah.
use it in the fall only. Like every summer night, I want to go take them. I want a fire tonight, and then I go outside. I'm like,
It's so fucking
like, I
hot.
can't.
Yeah.
Why do I want to put a fire on top of 75, 80-degree weather? It's not worth it.
Damn, it's gotten
So-
windy all of a sudden through here. Yeah, I haven't touched mine since probably early May, I would say.
Yeah.
Right about the time it started getting warm. But
Yeah, I think it's the same. I did one beginning of the spring or end of the spring, and then I've done one since.
I've got all this pile of firewood over here that I've noticed there's quite a bit of cobwebs going in there. So I'm like thinking, okay, come time for me to use this in the fall, let's be careful about what sort of eight-legged creatures are living in there and waiting for me. Because
how about no-legged fucking slithery things coming out of there? You got snakes up there?
Now I got fucking that on my mind. No, I was worried about spiders, but no, now you're putting snakes.
I wouldn't touch that thing. I'd be pulling those down with a poker or something.
Well, I have to get out some work gloves or something. But yeah. So I caught myself.
Man.
But I almost
so I'm not gonna.
it.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that the tasting show soon. We got to schedule that. That'll be fun, man. I'm excited for that. Actually, that's gonna be really fun.
And that'll be a nice tight, just cigar review show. It's not gonna be, all of this. It's gonna be it's gonna be a nice tight little review where we just talk about the cigar and go from there. But
yeah, we got a couple good ideas. Yeah, we got a couple good ideas for it too in there to make it not just like I'm tasting, leather and raisins.
Raisins.
And raisins.
I
bought cereal today. What?
At
Costco. I only buy one cereal when I go to Costco.
Oh boy.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So I buy it.
Okay.
I know I mentioned it last time, but
I was
there today about it.
So many people that like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You know what? You guys were talking about cereal, I think, with I don't know if it was which one. I don't know. You keep
Pinky,
driving.
I think Pinky.
No, you were talking with the guys, Smoking Butts guys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whose show is who because you keep going.
I know I'm
down
all over
there.
The damn
I
place.
don't know. So I just listened to him. But
yeah, for those of you who actually like me, you've been getting double treatment if you listen to the Smoking Butts people.
Sorry. Yeah, they
3 episodes of me a week.
You guys No, I know somebody would hate that. But yeah, you guys are talking about cereal, and one thing nobody ever mentions is I think you guys did you mention Frosted Flakes? I don't remember. I feel like nobody ever talked about
I talked about
Flakes.
that with Pinky.
I love Frosted Flakes.
I like them.
Let them get soggy. It's the best.
See,
I like soggy over crunchy.
Oh no, I like crunchy. Actually, there's a sweet spot middle ground where it's not quite soggy, but it's not quite crunchy. That's the real sweet spot for cereal for me.
But then, all right, then why don't you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch then? Or why
I do like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I just don't do
that is the key. Like you always they're very crunchy if you eat them right away.
Yeah.
But even if you let them sit 10 minutes, they're not like soggy. They are in the middle.
Like Rice Krispies, if you do a bowl of Rice Krispies and you let them sit for just like 3 to 5 minutes, it's the sweet spot for Rice Krispies right there. I like Rice Krispies. That's one of my basic
characters
ones.
To sell it. I think that's a bad thing.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
It means it's boring.
I don't know.
Those three. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a story.
They're little guys. They
I
add up
know.
to one guy.
Sure.
Whatever.
I don't know. I think Rice Krispies is good in Rice Krispie treats only.
We are getting to the time of year that the Monster cereal should be starting to come out.
Yeah, you're way bigger on cereal than I am.
Fucking Count Chocula and Frankenberry and Blueberry.
No, it wasn't
I love
me.
that shit.
Wow.
I love that shit. They only come out this time of year, which is such a shame.
Honey Nut Cheerios, Frosted Flakes. I do like Frosted Mini Wheats.
See, that's boring.
Like
I like Honey Nut Cheerios.
How is that boring and Rice Krispies isn't?
It's so
Rice Krispies is fucking. There's nothing there. Corn Flakes. There's nothing there. That's why Frosted Flakes kicks ass.
I like them both though, but
you are boring.
But yeah, well, yeah, but what was I? Cheerios. For whatever reason, I like Cheerios.
Plain Cheerios are okay.
The wide variety of Cheerios, multigrain Cheerios. I really like multigrain Cheerios. The Cheerio.
Have you had the chocolate peanut butter ones?
I have, and they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay. They're not what I expected.
I tried the lemon kind.
Ew.
Here's the thing: they weren't
lemon.
bad.
Think about it: lemon and milk. That's like milk and Chinese food.
They weren't bad, but the problem is they needed something else. And so I feel like if you had like blueberry Cheerios and you mix those in a bowl with the lemon Cheerios, I think that would be awesome. By themselves, the lemon's too much. But if you mixed it with something else, no, it's not. It was not a good flavor. I mean, it wasn't a favorite flavor. I still have some because I haven't finished the box.
Come to think of it, I don't mind Raisin Bran. I liked Raisin Bran.
Every once in a while, I like Raisin Bran.
It's not something I'll get all the time, but I like it.
Nah, it's nothing. But going back to Cheerios for a split second, dude, I don't know what it is about that specific cereal, but it just rips me up. I mean, I call it Cheerios revenge because I can guarantee you about 4 hours after I have that bowl of Cheerios, my stomach will do like a twist and it'll just, I'm done. I got to find a bathroom immediately.
Cheerio, oh my God.
It just fucks me up.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't have that problem with any other
weird.
cereal. Cheerios Cheerios makes me its bitch. It sucks.
Is it what it's made of, or
I don't know.
Is it oats? Is that what Cheerios is?
Dude, yeah.
Cheerios, oats, right? Like
yeah,
oats?
it's oats, but like the thing is, like there's all cereal is like grains and oats. I mean, to some degree. I mean, Rice Krispies obviously rice, but whatever. But it's
Rice Krispies has to be one of the most boring cereals.
I like Rice Krispies though.
That's
proving my point. But yeah,
I don't know. Cereal is a great topic. I think cereal would be a good podcast for like 5 episodes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, no, you know what would happen? Everybody would get triggered as fuck when I'm on there eating a bowl of Cheerios, whatever.
Everybody eating on podcasts.
Oh, dude, I think it's funny as hell. Yeah, I think it's so funny how triggered everybody got hearing me eat barbecue on that show. That was so funny.
I mean, it would be okay if you ate it, but when you're like,
in all fairness, I was taking the mic and going, "Oh my God, yeah." Oh no,
I swaddling it around.
I totally played that up, but it was funny.
And people drive and listen to that shit. They don't want to hear that. Sounds
whatever,
like
dude.
Through mud.
It got them engaged. That's the thing, and that's what I was telling the Smoking Butts guys. They're like everybody was angry. I'm like, dude, that means they care. It doesn't matter what emotion you're dragging out of them. The fact that they care, that shows they're invested in the show. But even if it's with rage,
that's where those guys are winning at Smoking Butts. They don't eat on the podcast; they eat before.
But see,
that's
I
smart.
contend if you're gonna do a food show, you ought to have food.
Come on TV only, so you can get rid of that smacking and the chewing, and nobody wants to hear that shit.
I think it's funny.
Nah.
I'm amused by it.
So
I haven't done a snack segment on here in a while.
Yeah, that's good. Your downloads are probably up.
Yeah, I've been doing all right.
Yeah, because you're not eating. Do you put that on like your grinder profile? Like, I eat on air. Like,
I don't have a grinder profile.
Oh, I thought you did.
You're trying to trick me into talk and not or just responding quickly. But I know exactly what you said. No, I don't.
Should we tell everybody what my original idea for the
no grinder
super
profile
fight was?
What was it? No, I think we're okay leaving that super fight to a text message between us. I don't
I'll
think
tell you
that
what.
super fight
I'll
needs
tell you
to
what.
be,
If I'm at Pulpit Fest
oh, there you go. If
and
you're at
someone
Pulpit,
buys me a drink
there
at
you
Pulpit
go.
Fest, I will tell you what that was
It
because it was fun.
It was funny, but it definitely would not have been. Let's put it this way. I was
would
biased.
never do it here.
I was biased on the fight. Let's put it that way.
You were
So
biased. Okay.
I was biased. So if I ever have to if I ever call you up and I'm like, dude, I am throwing up my guts. I can't do a show. I need you and Luke to sub in and do a show. You guys can feel free to do a super fight, and if you want to use that,
do that.
I mean, it'd be funny as shit.
Luke,
but
let's
see,
talk.
at
Let's
least
do one anyway.
At least I'm out of it, But yeah. If
that was it. You didn't want to be
What?
part of it. That's it. You just didn't want to be part of it.
Oh, I think
I think
there's
you're not
other.
okay with it.
No,
You're not okay with it. That's all right.
I don't think
We'll
I'd be
drop it.
too. I don't think I'd be too cool with it anyway. But I definitely wouldn't want to be a part of it. Let's put it that way.
I wouldn't want you to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So is Pinky going to Pulpit Fest? We don't know.
Unfortunately, no. She's got
okay.
a prior engagement. I asked the other day.
Did everybody just cancel their flights?
Nah. Hopefully they're booked still and they can't. But
no,
unfortunately,
she's never going to go.
She's out of town that weekend and can't make it. It just never seems to work right with her.
Oh well, whatever.
I know.
She's a good guest. She's a good guest. I like listening to those shows. She's good. She's knowledgeable, and she gives you shit, which is good.
Yeah. I tend to catch it from most people.
You need to be humbled sometimes.
What are you talking about?
You walk around
very
all high
humble
and mighty.
individual.
200,000 downloads. No big deal.
What? I mean, I do, but
That's on your Tinder, right?
It's no. I should put it on my Tinder. You're right.
I love
Sue. Hey, ladies, I do a twice weekly cigar podcast.
I love cigars.
$200,000.
I love
Want to hear me tell dick and fart jokes with the guy from Ohio? Tune in on Friday.
Yeah, shit. I don't know. I could go a lot further with that. Not going to do it. Because then it'd be borderline bad.
I could put up some hunting photos on my profile. All these other guys have these pictures of them with their dead deer and shit like that.
Really?
I could put up ones of me with like my array of dead flies and my salt gun, and I'm just like, check out what I did.
You should. You should have one like this.
That'd be funny as shit. I know, right?
Part of the NRA, baby.
Oh my god!
You like salty stuff? Check out my gun.
Blast you. Oh my god! Okay.
Guns out, funds out.
Oh my god!
This just reminded me, like, not ripping into you. Reminded me going back to that Michael Jackson podcast. And
wait,
when they were talking
whoa.
Listen, just listen. Shh, listen. So they're talking about.
I don't like children.
Video. I know you don't. No, it has nothing to do with that. But that video that he wanted to make, like, he wanted the actors to rip into him, like make fun of him and dig. Like, he didn't want to know what was coming, so he could, I don't know, some acting method that he thought he was going to do where he would get upset. So the actors are like, we could have went into his nose, we could have went into his skin color, but we just didn't want to do that. We felt terrible. They were supposed to ad-lib this stuff, so they didn't do it. So then I forget who the guy was, but he's like, so finally one time the directors were like, just go at him, be mean. So he's like, something about, like, what the hell is wrong with you, you bleached motherfucker, you, like, what the heck, get away from our kids. And then they go, cut. All right, we want you to be mean. He's like, what that wasn't it, that didn't get him?
That wasn't mean enough.
Yeah, that wasn't mean enough to get his reaction. I'm like, okay, well,
god,
yeah, no shit, tell me about it.
Well,
wild stuff.
Wacky stuff.
Funny. I'll give you one last story about Michael Jackson. I killed him.
Okay. You killed him. Pretty sure it was a doctor that overdosed him.
Nope. Everybody thinks that. So now I'm confessing because I think statute of limitations.
Oh Lord, I don't know if there is a statute of limitations.
No, probably
not.
Pretty
sure there's not.
I'm a big believer in those, like the celebrity deaths, like there's 3. They come in 3s, right?
Yeah.
I think it always happens. So when Farrah Fawcett died, someone else had died before that. I forget who it was. Farrah Fawcett died. I think it was a Friday morning, and I posted on my personal Facebook page that day. I go, oh, that's number 2. I'm like, who's number 3 going to be? And I go, not going to lie, I don't think Michael Jackson's looking too healthy lately.
Oh shit!
Less than 3 hours later, he was dead.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So every year on his death, like I get those memories, and I'm like, oh,
nice.
Now don't forget, I killed MJ.
I killed Michael Jackson.
Which I was a big MJ fan, other than his personal stuff. I like the artist.
I get it.
It's like athletes. What they do between the lines, I'm a fan of. Outside, nope.
Sometimes it's hard to separate.
It is, especially when it comes to diddling little kids, for sure.
I would say, well, and like Bill Cosby comes to mind as one that's really hard to separate.
Yeah,
the work from the work, if you know what I mean. It's
you go back and you like listen to something like Bill Cosby, and
oh dude, some of that's cringy.
The fact he jokes about like giving women Spanish fly, he was fucking doing that on a higher level.
And not even that, like there was a clip, I think I sent it to you. I don't know. I know I probably sent it to
you heard that podcast, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a
but like there was a clip from the Cosby Show
documentary on it too.
Yeah, there's a clip on the Cosby Show where he's talking about his barbecue sauce and how fucking great his barbecue. And he's like,
really?
And everybody loves my barbecue sauce, and they go crazy. And like, all you have to do is just read into that. Not even much, just a little bit, and you're like, oh fuck, like this is creepy,
It was funny. I saw somebody put up a clip. It's like, I don't know if it was the pilot, but everybody seems to remember this episode in the scene where Theo wanted to move out, and he sits in his room with him. Bill Cosby as his dad, Mr. Huxtable, sits in his room with Theo. He's like, you want to move out? You want to know what the real world's like? You want to drop out of high school? Okay, great. He sits down. He's like, sit down. And he's like, how much money are you going to make with a job? And he takes the Monopoly money from the Monopoly board game he's got there. He's like, I don't know, he makes like $1,200 a month. And then he takes away taxes. And then he takes away food. And then he takes away all this shit. He's got nothing. So someone posted it recently. It was like, $1,200, like that wouldn't even fucking pay rent right now. Like what the hell are you talking about? Especially in New York where they were.
Yeah.
Well,
but see, that was the 80s when things were cheaper.
Well, he was a doctor, a gyno, and she was a lawyer.
Yeah. So they were rich.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. And even in this podcast, they're talking about like Joe Jackson, like in Gary, Indiana. They all worked at the steel mill. And I never knew. I'll go. I never knew. So he worked at the steel mill, and he made $56 a week, which today is like $600 a week. They had 9 kids. 9 kids. Their house was 650 square feet.
How the hell do you do that?
11 people, 650 square feet.
Oh my god!
I'm in my garage right now. It's 450. I don't get it. It's insane. But I didn't know this. So Motown. Do you know what Motown's named after?
Is it Motor City?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah,
Detroit.
For some reason I didn't know that. So in Indiana, there's a record label called. They decided to name it Steel Town.
Really?
Yeah, that's the first record label that they signed to.
I'll be damned. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So.
And what was the name of that podcast again?
Think Twice. Let me look real quick.
I'm pretty sure that's
called. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Think Twice. Look it up.
Okay.
I also downloaded this JFK because I'm obsessed with JFK, like the stuff. And I downloaded it, and I didn't realize there's 100 and like some odd episodes. It's been going on for years. I'm like, how many fucking episodes can you get with this thing?
What is it about? Just
I don't know. I didn't even start it because I'm afraid of it. Yeah. I'm afraid to start
100 and something episodes. Holy shit. How long are they on average? I mean, like, they're not an hour. I'm afraid to start it
because I remember going, like, one of the first movies, like, my grandfather took me to the JFK movie in the theater.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Now, they had intermission because it was so long. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? Yeah, because you worked in the movie
Yeah.
theaters, right? They had intermission because they had to change the reels. That's how long it
Yeah,
was.
I'm trying to think. The only movie when I worked at the theater that we had to have an intermission for was they did a re-release of Gone with the Wind. And I remember we had to do an intermission for that reason. That was the only one, though, in the 2 years that I worked there that we had to have an intermission for.
We got to do shows on cigars and movies.
We should.
Watch a movie with a cigar, pair a cigar with a movie, watch it and review it.
That could be interesting.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I don't know how we watch a movie.
Well, we would watch it ahead of time.
Though. Oh, okay.
We watch it ahead of time. I think we watch. I mean, I'm just spitballing, but we watch it ahead of time, and then we decide this is a cigar I would smoke with it, and then we just talk about the movie.
Yeah.
I picked this cigar, and you picked this.
And this is why this is appropriate for this movie. Okay, I like it.
Hey, if anybody wants to hear that, let us know. Let's give Nick more work, and
oh fuck,
give you more content.
Just what I need. More work.
All right, listen.
All right.
No, nobody's listening to us anymore.
I was gonna say we have gone for a while here. So, final
Sorry
thoughts on the Rocky Patel
I love it.
20th anniversary.
Love it. I think it's it's the true. How do I say this? It's the reason I always say smoke 2 cigars before you make a decision on a cigar. Because if I had stopped after that first one, I would not have smoked another one and not have enjoyed this one as much as I have. And I have smoked a ton in the past week. So definitely always smoke 2 cigars because you never know. It's a handmade product. You could get a bum one.
Yeah.
Not right. The roller could have had a bad day. Who knows? It might look good on the outside, but whatever. And I'm glad I did because I love these. I think these are awesome. They're a great job, and they're way better than the original Edge. That story in itself is awesome. He tells that a lot too, how they used to counterfeit these, and because they didn't have a band on it.
Yeah,
and that's crazy. But yeah, I loved it. I don't know. It sounded like you liked it, but
I did. I really enjoyed it. It was a good cigar, and I would totally smoke it again. I did enjoy it. And I'm curious to try it in the different size that
I can't believe I'm still smoking it.
Yeah, you really got a lot of time out of it. I mean, we're probably at like 2 hours.
I've been yapping a lot too, but still, I should be done.
Still, I would say, we're
whatever.
It's been a bit, so
savoring it, and I can't wait to actually finally hang out with Rocky next month in the expo because that's going to be fun because I'm VIP, baby. I get to go to the after party and all that.
Jealous.
Well, that'll be fun because if you're going there, if anybody that's going there, you're VIP, you're going to get some fucking good coffee. It's going to be part of the breakfast for VIPs.
There you go.
Lounge coffee, and yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm excited for it. And friend of mine, good buddy of mine from Home's tickets for that day too. So
very cool.
Yeah. So
very cool.
They still have tickets available. So hey, get them if you have a chance to go. Buy the 2-day ticket. Nick and I went last year.
Are they still doing the 2-day tickets? Or okay,
pretty sure. I can look right now, but I'm pretty sure last I saw.
It's totally worth it. I just my 100%. Problem is just time and finances. But if you've got the time and you've got the money, then it's worth it.
Oh yeah,
it's a good time. I mean,
so 38th anniversary, they're doing 38 cigars. 38 cigars for the price of 2 days pays for it.
Precisely.
I mean, 38 cigars average of $10 a piece. I mean, what did we get last time? I still haven't smoked a couple. I haven't had.
I haven't even finished them all from last time. Exactly.
I took the Jose Dominguez that came here because it was a fucking Churchill or something. It was like 8 feet long. I took it out golfing last week thinking that would be my only cigar, but I didn't smoke that one. I smoked the other 5 I had.
Nice.
But it's like I have that. I still have the Atabay left. The Atabay alone.
Oh yeah, I mean shit. The price point on that
Atabay, the cost of the dinner,
Yeah. No,
but it's totally worth it. I know we talk a lot about them and people think we're on their nuts, but we are because they're nice. Like they're nice guys and
they're nice.
They're not elitists. They're not the pompous or anything. They seem to like us. I don't know why, but
we'll see what happens after they hear the outcome of this super fight from this episode.
I think I'm going to be, me and Mr. J will get along better.
And Dave and I will get along fine. I would say Ed's the one that's just going to be pissed because Unfortunately,
Dave's gonna be mad that he was dancing.
Through random draw, I got him shitty stuff, but yeah, such is life.
Oh, wow. Well, hey, so you can find me everywhere at My Monthly Cigars on the socials. And guys, I know you were going to go to it. I'm doing it for you.
Okay.
Guys, I don't know if anybody has been following Nick. I don't know if you've seen the AI or AI Asks MMC. I'm enjoying that where, everybody asks AI questions. Instead, I had them ask me questions, MMC, about cigars, and we're answering them. And that's only found on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be the next place to be, by the way, for cigars, guys. So follow me on My Monthly Cigars, at My Monthly Cigars, on X. And that's the only place other than the MMC blog that you're going to get the AI Asks MMC series. And then follow the Focking there as well. He's fun.
There you go.
He's got a lot coming up. And then MMC everywhere. My Monthly Cigars.
And then
goodbye, everybody.
And then on Instagram, you can follow me at the Cigar Pulpit. You can join the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners group on Facebook. That's a fun time. And then we're also on Twitter/X, but I don't really do much of anything on there. At some point, I should. I know. It's just one more. It's one more thing.
It's not that hard.
And then obviously you can watch this on YouTube. And guys, again, I do need your calls for Ask the Boys. I'm getting to the point where
how many you got?
2.
You guys are the worst.
2
You're the worst
for this month's Ask the Boys.
I'm sorry. And I'm nice to everybody all the time, but you guys are the worst.
2 calls.
2 calls.
And so you got to get those in. Area code 863-874-0000. Get those calls in. I can't do that show without calls. And it'll be a fun time. Now, I know I asked the Smoking Butts guys if they would do Ask the Boys with me this month when they were on. Well, they've been on 2 episodes, so one of the
2 questions, and they've already answered all of them this month because you've been on every freaking episode with them. Sorry, what?
I mean, whatever. But no. I asked if they would come on to the Ask the Boys with me and help answer the questions, but there might be a different special guest that episode. I haven't run him by it. I haven't run it by him yet, but there is the distinct possibility that I might.
Don't say a name.
I won't say a name.
You're gonna screw yourself.
But it's somebody who knows me very, very well.
Yeah.
And
I did that on purpose.
So it would be a very interesting show for this person to come on. What?
I don't want to say it.
Nah, I don't think you know. You're not. I'm sure. I would be shocked if you're thinking of who it actually is. But it's somebody that knows me very, very well.
Do I know him?
No.
Then I don't know. I don't know the person that I was thinking of either.
But anyway, the bottom line is, get your calls and questions in, because I think this month's Ask the Boys could be a very interesting exercise if he agrees to do this, and it should work out time wise. So we'll see. But anyway, area code 863-874-0000. Well, unless you have anything else for the better of the cause, I think we need to close this out so I can get this edited. But
don't think we have talked long enough. Did we do a super fight yet?
Yeah, we did a super fight.
But not the one I originally wanted to. Okay.
Not the one you originally wanted to, no.
Hey,
and it's not him, by the way.
No, I didn't think it was.
Okay.
Have you guys listened to Smoke Butts Tap Nash?
Yeah, they're good. So
yeah, anyway. Nick Miller's on there all the time.
All the time. Hey, they say free food. I'm coming down. Anyway. Hey, drink one more time. I just did it.
You said it earlier and I didn't drink, but you caught me.
All right.
Drinking games.
Well, on that note, why don't we go ahead and close this out?
Should we?
I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
You're welcome, by the way.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, guys, this has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm Nick.
I am the hero of the day. I don't know what I'm Nick from mymonthlycigars.com and fuckinggoodcoffee.com. FAHKING. How many more plugs can I get in right now? More plugs?
Finger on the button, dude.
Don't put your finger. Just play it. Play it out.
Well, it's loud. So,
all right, bye,
anyway.
everybody.
All right. Well, everybody, stay safe and stay smoky. God.
You should do air guitar every time. Got an idea. All right, two things. One, that sounds like a porno song. Two,
I mean, you know,
it's nice.
maybe it's what I play as I'm walking in the room. Never mind. Anyway,
going to
helicopter.
You should have people should send.
Oh my God. People just said what?
Yeah. people should send in air guitar videos to that song.
Oh,
I think that'd be funny.
Plug them in after, instead of just looking
on
at
the
me
YouTubes at the end,
staring at the camera. Yeah, I was saying, instead of me just
Mhm.
staring at the camera like a moron, I could just plug in a listener playing air guitar over that. Could be something.
Might be fun. Hey,
okay.
I'm gonna quote the Smoke Butts Tap and Ash guys. Love their new ending.
Yes.
And if you're ready to end it, I'm ready to end it.
I'm ready to end it.
Cool. Fuck cancer.
There you go. All right.